Stream Sports, proudly covering the local high school athletics and District 10 championships on Stream TV.
At French Creek, American-made is at the core of our growth.
Stream Sports, proudly covering the local high school athletics and District 10 championships on Stream TV.
Welcome to Franklin Night Football. Franklin Night Football on Stream Television is presented by French Creek Fall Safety, Franklin Industries, by Cunningham of Edinburgh, by Franklin Oil Region Credit Union, by Griffin Phyllis Ford and Seneca, by the Red and Black Club, by Leonardo's Restaurant and Pizzeria, and by Allegheny Toyota.
I'm your host, Corey Newcomb, joined in the booth by Ryan Weimer, play-by-play, and Chad Wilkinson, our lead analyst. And down on the sideline is Will Haynes. Tonight's matchup between the Franklin Knights, 0-1, versus the 1-0 Franklin or the Hickory Hornets here at Hornet Stadium. After a commercial break, we'll bring you our conversation with Coach Turk. Franklin Knight football will continue after this.
At French Creek, American-made is at the core of our growth and success in manufacturing top-quality fall arrest and rescue systems. Today, even though French Creek has transitioned into a much larger headquarters, the design, testing, and manufacturing operations proudly remain right here in Franklin. Our American-made jobs support our local community and small businesses that are part of where our workers live every day. This high bar for quality standards is the same bar and quality we expect out of our Franklin Knights. Good luck this season, Franklin, and go Knights! From French Creek Fall Safety.
Over 40 years ago, Cunningham's of Edinburgh opened its doors in Northwest Pennsylvania. A small town, family-owned business committed to delivering the best possible car buying experience. Today, the next generation is proud to carry on that name and commitment. We are the tri-state area's only dealership offering a new and pre-owned lifetime engine warranty. Experience our helpful staff and worry-free vehicle ordering process.
We're committed to another 40 years of automotive excellence. Welcome to the family at Cunningham's of Edinburgh.
Franklin Oil Region Credit Union has two convenient locations to serve their members, 101 North 13th Street in Franklin and 25 East 1st Street in Oil City. Did you know that becoming a member is pretty easy? All you have to do is live, work, worship, volunteer, attend school, or just conduct business in Venango, Forest, Warren, or Crawford counties. Stop in and talk to us about all the benefits of becoming a member. And best of luck to all the students and athletes this fall from Franklin Oil Region Credit Union.
Griffin Phyllis Ford in Seneca offers great customer service along with a legendary lineup of Ford vehicles like the F-150, the Escape, the Explorer, and now the Bronco. The Ford brand is defined by a stellar safety record, long-lasting dependability, and unmatched quality. Looking for used? We have those too. Visit our website to see our complete lineup at griffinphyllisford.com or stop in and test drive a Ford today at Griffin Phyllis Ford in Seneca.
Coach Turk joins us now for the Franklin Knights pregame show. Welcome, Coach.
Hey, how are you? Happy Friday.
It's going great. Friday. Absolutely. It's a wonderful day. It's so nice out. And, you know, we were talking before this that, hey, we saw some old school football last week.
Yeah.
We really did. And Titusville, it was just an old school Northwest Conference kind of TCAC, battle them out, eke it out. What were your takeaways from that game, considering it was the first opportunity for both teams to see what worked and what didn't.
Yeah, I mean, first of all, we were blessed to be there. What a beautiful evening. Titusville, what a wonderful school district. Class act, great brand new facility relative to the turf, great facility to play in. And so, yeah, to your point, what a great high school football game. We are so blessed to be part of it. We just didn't execute. Takeaways where we had 3 great opportunities. We had a, dropped pass in the end zone, a couple of key reads that we missed. We had a couple kids wide open in the end zone, and our quarterback is a tough-nosed kid. He just didn't see him, and that happens at every level, including the pros. So, it just didn't execute where we needed to. But, some of the great takeaways, the positives, we called a timeout early on and went for it on 4th and 2 and executed that. Hunter Marsteller on a real big pass almost got sacked, slipped out of the sack and passed it to Cole Buckley. There were some great positives, but at the end of the day, in order for the program to continue to move forward, which we are, we got to take care of the little things, and the big things will take care of themselves. The penalties, we cost ourselves on some penalties. Some of the fumbles, we just got to get rid of those.
Absolutely.
We're almost there.
Yeah.
We saw a lot of good things, and we felt that we addressed that this week for the upcoming Hickory Hornets.
Absolutely. Hey, I have to ask about Jonah Heckathorn and that big play. He was bumbling, stumbling. He was our Leonardo's Pizzeria player of the game. So.
Yeah.
What
He's probably going to ask you for some of that pizza, by the way.
Oh, no.
He's going to go, hey, go ahead.
Yeah. No, he's going to get his pizza. We're going to get him his pizza. Don't worry. He's going to need it too. Yeah. You can't.
Yeah, you better watch out. He might not share.
I know. I was just going to say that.
Yeah, I tell you, first of all, he's the not only the athlete of the week, but he's a student of the week this week in the first week of school.
Oh,
so
wow.
Most important, as I always say, we're trying to build fine young men. Football secondary. But he shows that on the football field, but he certainly shows it in the classroom and in the public. He's a wonderful kid. We knew he was fast. I didn't know he was that fast. I said, Jonah, man, so now I know when we run conditioning, you should be running faster than you are. And we kind of giggled about it. That is one notable change. We did put him at fullback this week to help our other fullback, Caden Carnes. So we're trying to make some adjustments early on. He is a great lineman, but at the end of the day, that was a good move for us. We think that he's going to shine this week against Hickory. So,
excellent.
Yeah, what a pivotal touchdown for us. He understood where the football was, picked it up, and, man, he ran like somebody was chasing him that was going to put him in jail. Let me just tell you. What an exciting play, wasn't it?
It really was. And it really could turn the tide and the momentum within the game. And that's what we felt in the booth, that, wow, this guy, the momentum, he was fast and what a great athlete and what a great athletic move. And to your point, and I was just going to say, to your point, what a great kid, as evident by the athlete and the student of the week. So, hey, as far as offensively, what did you like offensively from the game?
Yeah, we ran the football. And we ran the football when we wanted to, and we gained yards. Again, we got to get rid of some of those fumbles on the ground, but we did dictate. I think we won the stat game. Unfortunately, we didn't win the score, but we won the stat game. I like that. I like that we're running the ball better. We're putting up those numbers that are critically important for us to win in the future. So I like the fact that we adjusted well at halftime too as well. And some of the blocking schemes that we had to change to answer to what Titusville was doing, our kids picked that up well. So I just love being part of it, let me tell you.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And then on the other side of the ball, defensively, what did you like from the Franklin Titusville game?
Yeah, right out of the chute, we picked the ball right out of the first series. So we had an interception. So we gave up the edge a little early on. I think that we adjusted well setting that edge. And we tackled better than we ever have. We didn't really have any major missed tackles that we've shown in the past in our program. So the techniques are starting to come along. So yeah, very proud of those guys for sure. Absolutely.
Hey, and then moving on to Hickory, how did practice go this week, Coach?
It was a tough one. It's first week of school. Yesterday in our Thursday's practice, it was really hot. It was 90 degrees on the turf. It was our first day back on the turf.
Excellent.
And I think talking to other head coaches in the region, they went through the same thing. Said, hey, how was your practices this week? And they're like, man, is it tough? Because the first week is tough all the time.
Yeah, it is.
It's a short turnaround for our crew, and they're a younger crew. So it was a little bit tough. Do I think it was a throwaway? No. I mean, we made some advances this week, but it was a tough turnaround week. I'm not going to lie to you. But they're ready to go. We think that Hickory is a really, really good football team. We know they are. They're ranked. But our kids love to compete. I think you saw that on Saturday, is that we don't lay down for anyone. And so we're really looking forward to see what they can do tonight.
Excellent. Coach, you have the Hickory Hornets tonight, and what are you seeing from them? What are you expecting out of the Hornets tonight?
Well, they're high-powered. They're number 4. I don't know his name, but their number 4 is a really good football player. I think that they like to put it up in the air when they need to. They like to run that real fast jet to the outside. So we look for a very fast-paced, very quick offense. And then if we are able to stuff the run and set that edge, we think that they're going to throw over the top and challenge our young cornerbacks. A sophomore and a junior. We are down 3 of our starters. So Drew Wilkinson, Jackson Hewing, and Bryson Watson are not able to play. We think they're going to exploit that, as they should. That's what we expect.
Okay. And then, Coach, as far as, your offensive line, what are your feelings? I'm a former offensive lineman, so I'm always intrigued. Intrigued to see how the Hogs are doing, as Coach Wiley used to call them, the Hogs.
Yeah, I love that name.
Yeah.
I'm so proud of those guys. John Wright's doing a phenomenal job getting them ready. Our pass blocking, you noticed Hunter had plenty of time on Saturday night to make choices. And they're moving the football. So our Hogs are doing good. They're young. Looking forward to seeing them their senior year next year too as well. So they're evolving, but their blocking techniques are getting better each week and each day. So very proud of them. That was a pendulum shift of our program this year, is that offensive and defensive line. You notice they perform much better on Saturday night than they have in years past.
I thought when I looked over and I was talking to the guys, Chad and Ryan, I said, both sides of the line are stout. I mean, you guys were able to move the ball. You were able to stop the run consistently. I think that's going to go a long way, and I think this team's just going to continue to improve week in and week out.
Yeah, there's only one senior on that line, and that was Jonah Heckathorn, and he's going to be a fullback this week. The rest are juniors and sophomores. So we're really excited. We're really proud of them. They work really hard. They work hard on their craft. They understand the critical importance of their technique and working on that, and much brighter days ahead, I can assure you that. They got a tall order tonight. Hickory's a tough football game, man, or tough football team. Those are seniors and juniors on that line. But we know that doesn't dictate our entire future. We know what it is tonight, and it's good that they have that exposure against those good football programs. I can assure you it's going to pay dividends in the future, and we will be talking about that later, I'm sure.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Coach, what about, as you look down the roster and you look over, you look tonight to the Hickory Hornets, who are some of the younger guys you think that are going to maybe have an impact?
On our program?
Yes, on your program. As you look, at the matchup, who are some guys maybe that you think, maybe not even younger guys, but any guys that might help exploit as you look at the Hickory Hornets tonight?
Yeah, Toby Sanchez, our sophomore running back. I think that if we can get him, which I think we can, secure that football, is going to have a big night. Caden Beatty is going to step in as a junior linebacker for the injured Jackson Hewing. So at the end of the day, it's guys like that are going to step up. We're excited for.
Excellent. Well, hey, Coach, I want to thank you for joining us. Best of luck tonight.
Thank you.
I'm looking forward to it. I know Chad and Ryan are absolutely looking forward to it, as well as Will. So, best of luck.
Sorry to interrupt you, but I'll just tell you, they did a phenomenal job.
Yes, they did.
We got a lot of great feedback. We appreciate you being part of the Franklin football family. Thanks for having me here, and God bless and go Knights.
When I watched my first game, I was like really pumped about it. And I was like, I want to try that out. So I started in flag football. I was like, okay, I was doing pretty good.
My uncle got me interested in football when I used to come to his games and watch him play.
At a young age, I just loved the sport. I loved watching it, loved everything about it. So my dad convinced me to try it, and I've loved it ever since.
For me, it means hard work and one mistake, get up and redo it. Don't give up. Keep trying until you get it right.
It's meant a lot. I've learned a lot of stuff from the coaches, and Franklin coaches gave me a lot of information on what to do and how to get a lot better.
I've made friends for life, for sure. I actually consider them family. I know I'll be successful in life because I built a strong foundation with my work ethic and determination. You know, it just unifies everybody, honestly brings everybody together. You come here, you sit in the stadium during a Friday night game, and it's just everyone's one school, everyone's one family.
Quality, safety, and innovation. That's Toyota. Hi, I'm Bruce Sigworth here at Allegheny Toyota in Franklin. Now let's talk resale value. Toyota consistently ranks in the top 10 in resale value, and 3 of our vehicles rank in the top 5 according to KBB.com. That research shows 4Runner, Tundra, and Tacoma maintaining a 60% or higher retail value over a 5-year period. That means you could get thousands of dollars more for your Toyota than any other brand.
We're Allegheny Toyota in Franklin. Go Knights!
Since 1901, Franklin Industries has been a leader in steel manufacturing in our region. We started our journey making steel rails for the railroad, and we're still going strong today. Franklin Industries now manufactures steel quality U-posts and T-posts right here in Franklin, Pennsylvania. We take pride in the strength and durability of our product, and we take pride in the strength of our Franklin Knights. We're proud to support our community and Franklin athletics. Go Knights from Franklin Industries.
Lucas Jones set to kick off for the Hornets.
Tristan Brooks back to receive.
Deep to receive is Tristan.
Swarmed, ate a flag.
Swarmed at the 16-yard line. Flag on the play. Personal foul against Hickory.
Looks like a face mask.
Tackle made by Peyton
So that should be giving us another 15 yards.
Face mask is the call.
Well, we'll wait to see what they say here. Tonight we have Alex Weibel filling in number 90 for Drew Wilkinson at the tight end position on offense. Also we have Jonah Heckathorn, who is now going to be in the backfield in and out with Caden Carnes.
Start first and 10.
If you're joining us via the streaming service, we are experiencing some technical difficulties right now, so please bear with us if you can hear us and not see us, or vice versa.
Okay, Marsteller takes a snap. Sanchez up the middle. Gets back to the line of scrimmage.
No gain.
Nothing there on that play.
Hickory's running a standard 3-4 defense, so Franklin was definitely prepared for it because that's what Titusville ran last week. But from my understanding, Hickory likes to send their edge rushers deep into the backfield, so there should be some cutback lanes available for Franklin. So let's hope they're able to take advantage of that.
Okay, so second down. Up the middle to go Sanchez. And he is stuffed.
Stuffed again.
Nothing there. Nothing there. Well, that Hickory line is just they're not backing down one bit.
They're ball hawking for sure. I mean, everybody seems to be swarming to the ball for Hickory right now.
Yes. So with third and I'd say about 9. I think they were giving us 9 here. So 3rd and 9 on the 33-yard line.
Trips left formation for Franklin here. Looks like they're going to throw for sure.
Got to get something going, huh? Looks like a false start by the Knights.
Flag on the play.
Okay.
Not a great start for Franklin here.
No. It's tough going into a visitor's field and starting off this way. So we got to really regroup here and see if we can't get that first down with a nice some sort of play.
Same formation as previous.
Okay, Hunter rolls to his right, tucks it, runs. Got a little bit of room, got some positive yards,
Nice run,
and
Hunter.
is going to get that first down.
First down. Way to scramble, Hunter.
That's that dual threat.
Yeah.
Yeah, these days, if it breaks down, you got to tuck it and go, and he's as tough as you're going to find in the quarterback running the ball.
He had a decent amount of time to throw the ball, although he did roll away from the 3 wide on the left-hand side. However, so the line's doing their job thus far, at least in the passing game, but they must have been covered downfield.
Yeah, so we got 1st and 10 on the 43. Hunter bringing the Knights. Pitch out. Oh, there goes Carnes.
Kane Carnes up the middle.
Okay. He got back to the line of scrimmage. I don't think they're going to give him much more than just that line of scrimmage. Yeah, it's going to be bring up 2nd and 10 on the 43. That running game doesn't look like they're just Hickory's really plugging that middle there, Chad.
They are, and their ends are setting the edge. So Franklin's, again, their game plan was to try to hit the cutback lanes up the inside. However, that's not working right now. They've either scouted us very well or, they do have some beef on the line, though.
They got some big boys down there.
Trips again to the left.
Hunter back to pass. Oh.
Incomplete off the hands of Weibel.
Boy,
Number 90.
Alex is usually a sure-handed guy. Looked like he kind of maybe was looking where he's going to go before he caught the ball. What do you think?
Yeah, maybe a case of alligator arms there a little bit too. He was right in
a lot of traffic,
right at the 50-yard line. A lot of black shirts around him, so
yes.
can't blame them because Hickory's definitely came to play and they're being physical.
They're bringing the wood, that's for sure. So that's going to bring up 3rd and 10 at the 43.
Twins left formation, single eye back. Single coverage on Buckley. Throw it up.
Oh, he's got
a lot of pressure on Hunter. Intercepted.
He is picked off.
Out at about the 45-yard line of Franklin.
By number 8, Xander Telez. Sophomore, Xander Telez. That's a play by a sophomore.
Yeah, Hunter was definitely flushed out of the pocket and getting hit as he threw. So, I mean, those are things we can't have happen. I mean, as good as Hickory is, we can't make mistakes because it'll be a long night for Franklin if we continue to do that.
Yeah, you don't want to lose the turnover battle, and Hickory will expose you. They're a very optimistic team, and now they're on, looks like 1st and 10 at the 44 they have. The Knights out in their standard 4-3 defense.
Yeah, when we were walking the other side of the field earlier, we noticed the senior pictures for Hickory along the side of the fence, and they're deep. They've got at least 12 seniors on this squad.
And they are big.
Yes.
Okay, motion by Nash.
Oh, good job by is that Darius Graham, number 60.
Nice
stuffing
play.
it right up the gut for a loss.
Yes, sir.
Good start for the defense.
Jonah Heckathorn, loss of 2 on the play. 2nd down and 12.
Okay, that's a loss of 2. That's a great play by Darius. That's something that you can start with and build your defense right there, up the middle, getting in there. So what do we call this, Chad? When they don't have anybody running in plays, they're just giving the signals.
Yeah, no, they're doing a no huddle style offense. However, but it's not a fast tempo no huddle. They are just running off hand signals from the sideline. Similar, like you see that a lot in college football.
Right.
I haven't seen it at the high school level. This is definitely a first, but they are a ranked team, so they got their stuff together.
Yeah. So 2nd and 12 at the 46.
4 wide. Pitch
Looks
around
like
the outside.
And he is breaking through, and we have Cole Buckley back there to make the tackle, but that's going to be a gain of a lot. That's going to be down at the 11-yard line, maybe the 12.
Yeah. You know, we made them turn it up inside, which was what we're intending to do. However, there was quite a big crackback block that I saw against Hickory that didn't get called, but it was a nice block. I'm not saying it was an illegal block, but it was a nice blindside block on one of our linebackers that did not see it coming for sure. And
got to keep those eyes.
Oh yeah, head on a swivel.
Yeah. So 1st and 10 at the 18, up the middle,
and touchdown. Fumble,
and he is.
They're going to call it a touchdown.
Touchdown
Okay.
I believe he was already over the line when he fumbled, but the refs didn't want to make a signal too early. So.
Yep. It's just one of those plays that you just
to give up the middle. I know our edge rusher almost had him in the backfield by the shoelaces and just missed it. But yeah, this running back, he's pretty special. That if you can't slow him down once he gets moving, it's going to be a tough time to bring him down. So
on for the extra point. So it looks like we have
flags on the play. Flags on the play. That's a procedure penalty against the offense.
So it looks like we have a junior that's a kicker here, Lucas Jones.
Number 17?
Yeah, number 17. We watched him in warm-ups. He's got quite an active leg.
Yeah, word on the street. He's a ranked college prospect for the kicking game. Can't verify that, but that's just word on the street.
Yeah, so that's... Here's the snap. Hold is down and is up.
No good. Wide left or wide right.
Wide right.
Wide right. All right. Okay. Hey, a little bit of positive energy there for Franklin. We'll take that.
We remember how crucial a point after can be.
That's correct.
So,
other than a couple big plays, Franklin seemed to hold their own on that. Just two big runs really was all. So they can make some adjustments and. They just got to play physical today because this Hickory team is big, is older, is experienced, and what a great facility here too.
Yeah, this is a beautiful place we got here. The track is beautiful, but behind us, you probably can't see, but there's a beautiful baseball field and softball field for the girls, and the throwers for the track are back here. So I mean, it's quite a facility they have here at Hickory, and kudos to their school district. So back deep for the Knights.
Tristan Books.
Is
that Hunter at the up back position?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
And Jason Carey as well.
Lucas Jones in to kick
which is a little bit different because we got both of our quarterbacks back there.
That's true.
So
let's.
You just have to go with some. Got to play with what athletes you have, right?
Yeah, let's at least hope we do a little better blocking this time because I think 8 of the 9 people on the kicking team made the tackle last kickoff.
Yeah.
So we definitely got to do a better job of holding them up.
Yeah, those front two lines need to make sure they stick somebody.
Because Books last week was averaging probably 20 to 25 yards a return at least.
It sure seemed like he was out to the 40-yard line on almost all these returns. So it's a weapon we have. We just got to make sure that everyone remembers he can't do it all himself. It starts with the guys up front.
Oh, absolutely.
Put a hat on somebody. So here's the kick. A nice kick.
Short. You better come up.
Books is coming to get it at the 12.
Better blocking, a little better blocking.
Yes. Okay, so now we're up. Looks like we're going to be up around the 27-yard line.
Still about 5 guys. They definitely swarm the ball. Five Hickory Hornets on the pile there on top of Tristan Books. So.
Yeah, that's something that we got to work on because you can only take so many of those, and bad things will happen. So we got 1st and 10 for the Knights. Coming out here, Hunter leading his boys to the line.
Twins left. Single wide back.
The Knights back to pass. Some pressure. Hunter loses the ball.
Loose. Ball is
fumble,
loose.
and looks like number 52 for the Hornets.
And
Lawrence
the Hornets
Payton.
recover the fumble.
Yeah.
That's going to be 1st and 10 Hornets again.
Yeah, it's a 25. That's tough.
These are the mistakes that can't happen for us.
Yeah.
I don't think Hunter was expecting to get hit there. He was trying to find his way through to scramble out. No one was open, and he had the ball down low. I think he's just similar to what was the Jets? Sanchez, the butt fumble.
Yes.
I mean, hate to say that, but that's kind of how it looked. He took a hip to the ball that he wasn't expecting, and it just popped right out.
Yep, those are ones you got to learn from and make sure that you keep that ball 2 hands and you try and keep it up there. Because if you keep it up there, things will happen where you can make a quick pass, or at least you have two hands on the ball. So 1st and 10 for the Hornets.
I thought I saw movement on the offense there too.
I do too, but it sure seems like
defense definitely came across the line, but I feel there was a flinch on the offense.
No, they're going to call it on us.
Okay. Maybe we caused the jump. But they do have twins left with a wing formation here. Single eye.
So the Knights.
There's movement.
That is movement. That's right.
There we go. All right. No harm, no foul. Back to square one.
That's right. So the senior, we have a senior quarterback for the Hornets here. Logan Woods is a 5'10 senior, 185 pounds. Very well built, very athletic looking gentleman back there.
Didn't realize the running back was a junior. And the kid's pretty
Yeah.
stout for having another year left in high school.
Yeah. Number 2 is looks like his name's Sean Kennedy, a junior. He's 5'9", 203, and when I say 203, I'm going to guess and say 201 of that's muscle. So back to pass, quick pass, and it's caught.
Good body position by number 7.
William Ackery.
Ball was where it needed to be for offensive reception, and he did a great job fending off the defender.
It was. Correction, that's William Ackery, and that's a junior. So they got some young talent on this team, a lot of juniors here. So that they cannot get another first down. It's going to be marked at the 10-yard line. So 1st and 10, or 1st and goal for the Hornets. Another man in motion.
Quick pitch up the
Take it out to the right side. Looks like you got a little bit of room.
Down to about the 1.
He's down there. So the containment was not there. They just got to make sure that you contain and keep him inside, because when you go inside, you're going to have numbers there.
Yeah, Franklin's got to adjust to that. They had multiple people in motion at different times to that right side. So, I mean, you know where the ball's going, because every receiver they had on the left side lined up moved to the right. So, Franklin's got to read that and shift and try to get over there appropriately.
Yeah, so it brings up 2nd and a short 1 to go.
Again, if you're watching this on replay or even trying to listen to us, we are experiencing some technical difficulties with our video feed. We're hoping to get it back up here as soon as possible.
So the Hornets under center.
Ball's loose. Ball's on the ground into the end zone.
It looks like the Hornets recovered their own fumble, and they did. And it was Logan dropped the ball from the center, and then he quickly picked it up, and all he had to do, I guess, was fall forward and get that 1 yard, which was the touchdown. That's one of those things where you'd like to see, and maybe we capitalize on it and just fall on it. Even though you're going to be pinned down there at the 1, it's better than.
Well, no, he fumbled into the end zone, so I mean, it would have been a touchback had we been able to fall on it, but it happened so fast. I don't even know if our defense knew the ball was on the ground.
Right.
Quarterback was probably the only guy that knew he didn't get the snap.
Exactly. So we have Jones on to kick for the point after. It is up.
That one's good.
And it is good. And I'm telling you, folks, that if you didn't see that ball, that thing was good by half a mile. So a very strong leg and a very strong start for these Hickory Hornets. They have come out to play, and the Knights need to really regroup and say, hey, guys, all right, regroup. Let's start over again. You can't dwell on something right in the middle of the game, because if you start getting down on yourselves, and you know how it goes, Coach, you get down on yourselves, it just promotes bad things, and the Knights need to stay positive and keep moving.
And that was a large part of their problem last year. They seemed to be down every game at the beginning, and it was just a tough hole to dig out of. You're already down. People start hanging their heads a little bit, and it's tough to come back from that. But they proved they could do it last week against Titusville. Titusville, drew first blood against us, and we were able to come back, and we had the lead actually for a good bit.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm wrong. No.
I don't recall the exact timing.
Maybe we didn't have the lead, but we were driving to score at the very end. But either way, we were down. We were able to come back, fight back. and able to get it. So let's see what these seniors can get this younger class here a little bit rejuvenated, regenerated
That's
here.
That's the leadership you talked about with seniors. So let's see what they got. The Hornets kick off with 6:50 left in the first quarter. Nice kick at the 10. Books takes it.
Get outside.
Got a few guys there. He's
got an outside seam. Nice job,
nice.
Books.
Very good run. That's out to about the 32-yard line. So that's. I mean, Books he's booking it. I mean,
he's not afraid.
No,
he's definitely not shy, and
no. And it seems though he's a smart runner. He doesn't just put his head down and he looks to see where he has his guys, and kudos to that front line. They put a hat on a hat, and that's how you're going to get it.
Yeah, so Hickory definitely pinched up the middle like they were going to, anticipating Franklin to come a wedge formation up the middle, but Books was able to kick it around the left edge, and again, he gained 22 yards on that one.
Yeah, so 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Oh, looks like a
busted play. Busted play.
No, here
Hunter
we go.
Goes down.
Yeah, back to the 20-yard line.
Mistakes. Again, this is what we talked about at the beginning of the game. So,
yeah, and that's the running back. Sean Kennedy is a middle linebacker, and he just exploded through there.
Yeah.
And he was waiting for the mistake, and the mistake happened.
They did mark him forward progress at the 25.
Good.
So
yeah. So 2nd and 17 for the Knights. So maybe we can get something going here because they really got to get some positive yards here. So now we got
trips to the right.
Yeah. Alex Weibel out there filling in for Drew Wilkinson, number 90. Ball.
There you go. Alex
nice
with the catch.
Play.
Yep.
Very good, Al. So nice catch by Al. Brings up close. Looks like it was
3rd and 12, 3rd and 11.
Yeah, it's doable. It's manageable. And those are the hands that we see from Alex. He's not a dropsy guy. He's usually pretty sure-handed. Last year as a sophomore, he really stepped and had a big game against Butler, who's a big.
Oh yeah.
What's the biggest division now? Is it 6A?
5 or 6A in District 10. I'm not sure, but they did come to District 10 outside of Whippeal to join our league last year.
So that was a great game for Al. So 3rd and 11, Hunter back to pass, throws it over to Cole Buckley. Small gain, but a positive yardage there. Looks like he's out of bounds. Maybe a gain of like 3. So it's going to bring up 4th and 9.
They have Fenningworth out there, so they're going to kick the ball. I was going to say, I would hope that they would.
Yeah, they've had the ball on our side of the field too many times to begin
They've started each drive on our side of the field. So
yeah, we can't do that. So see if the Knights can pin them back there a little bit. Okay, nice snap. Fenningworth with a kick. Nice kick. Line drive right at number
25. He drops it.
He did.
Big Darius, first one down there. Got to take good angles.
Oh, it looks like he's got to the outside here.
And wow. He's gone.
Yeah.
No one's catching him.
No, that boy's
from
got
a busted
some wheels.
play. I can't. That's got to hurt.
So Keenan Scullin returns the kick for the Hornets.
That was about a 90-yard return by the time he fumbled the ball off the kick. About the 20, gathered it back up around the 10, took it around the far side of the field and up the sideline.
That's the old make sure there's no gaps out there, and boy, they must have had some gaps.
Well, they talk on special teams about holding your lane. Everybody has a lane responsibility, and there's a penalty on the field now.
Flag on the play.
I'm not sure what this is about.
That's never good.
Didn't see anything.
Usually some sort of unsportsmanlike after the
play. It's
play.
going to be a dead ball foul for sure.
So we got 4:43 left in the first quarter. The Knights struggling here early. The Hornets are capitalizing as well. So
dead ball, personal foul against the defense.
Unsportsmanlike conduct against Franklin. Dead ball foul.
So a dead ball foul here. It's going to give Hickory some options.
The Hornets will take the penalty on the kickoff.
So the Knights are going to just stay where they're at, and on the kickoff, looks like they're going to be assessing the penalty then. So
Walls the center, Timmy Krivos the holder.
So kicking for the Hornets again, Lucas Jones. Snap is down. It's up. Very nice kick.
And the extra point is good.
So that's going to bring the total now to 21-0 for the Hornets. So this is a pretty bad start for the Knights.
Yeah.
There's not much you can say other than it's a bad start, and at some point you just have to draw a line and refresh. Refresh and restart.
Yeah. Coach Turk alluded to it in his pregame press conference that we know Hickory was going to be good. We knew they were going to be tough.
Yeah.
They're definitely a class above us at this point. We can compete. We just got to believe in ourselves and be able to do that, because it's, again, we're without two of our captains tonight.
Correct.
The young guys are stepping up, stepping in. Not that would have changed things a whole lot, because this Hickory team is definitely a powerhouse. So
Sure. But, when you have two captains that are out, I mean, if nothing else, they're a physical presence. I mean, Drew has been a 4-year starter for the Knights. A 4-year letterman.
Yeah.
And same with Hunter. They let her since freshman. So they've been through a lot of wars. They've been through wars with teams that are better than them. So they know how to handle that.
Looks like are they assessing the penalty on the kickoff? Yeah,
yes.
From the personal foul or the unsportsmanlike conduct.
Yep. So that's something that'll be looked at on film as well, because I know Coach Turk does not want to give any free yards away, and especially personal fouls that are just unsportsmanlike. Those are a no-no in his book.
As a result of the penalty, the Hornets.
So it looks like he's kicking off from the 45.
Franklin 45-yard
Yeah,
line. So I assume this one's going to the goal line at least.
I would think so. Again, back to kick. It is up, and it is.
Oh, yeah. Almost made a field goal.
Almost
Just
good.
short.
Just short.
Just short.
It's going to be a touchback for the Knights. So we'll start at the 20-yard line here. Have to go the full 80 yards now if we want to get a touchdown here, Chad.
4:41 remaining in the first quarter.
Yes. Long evening here already for the Knights.
Let's see if we can get something going here, boys. Let's at least, go with something positive.
Yes. Yeah.
Again, I think we know we're not going to win this game, but we need to work on some execution things that we can build upon, because there are winnable games on our schedule this year for sure.
100%. Hunter takes the ball to Sanchez, who gets wrapped and is hit by 3
Tough run,
Hornets.
didn't go down first time. So
yeah, 3 Hornets in the backfield, and he twisted and turned and made the best of a bad situation, but it's still a loss of
about 4.
About 4, yeah. So, ouch.
Loss of 4.
Book's running the play in for the Knights. He'll go wide side of the field. They'll go twins left. Toby, the single back.
Hunter directing traffic for the Knights. Buckley in motion. Hunter rolls out to his left and is taken down.
Yep.
Oh, man.
That's the bad thing when you're up, or when you're down 20-0. They know you gotta pass the ball, and Hickory's just pinning their ears back and coming after it.
They did. And the gentleman that made the sack, kudos to him. Luke Cleansmith made that tackle, and then he went out. So they have a fresh legs in there again for the Hornets.
Third and a long way.
I like to say about third and a half a mile.
About 24 maybe.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks like they're about their 7-yard line. Eesh.
Yeah, again, let's get something positive here, Franklin. 4 wide.
Hunter takes a snap. Looking, he is hit in the backfield.
They should give him about the 1. Forward progress, yeah.
And a flag is on the play. So we're going to have to see how this is going to shape out, because we have a flag.
That was way downfield at the 30 is where the flag came out. I saw Weibel tussled up with one of the DBs back here, so I'm not sure.
I think you're going to see a little unsportsmanlike from thinking it's going to be from those Hornets trying to sting us, if you will.
An automatic first down would be not. They're going to decline it. It must be against Franklin. Personal foul. Nope. Oh, double personals. They called them against both teams.
My golly.
Offsetting penalties.
Dead ball fouls, offsetting.
Okay, well,
foul penalties.
not going to say it didn't happen, but I sure didn't see all of it. So,
or they're going to have a tough time. Fenningworth's heel is going to be on the back line of the end zone here because they're on about the 1 foot line, getting ready to punt. Fenningworth has no room for error here.
No room. And so we have Gabe Wright at center, snapping the ball back to him. It's going to really have to be a quick catch and kick here for the Knights. A nice
good snap,
and it's down.
Good out.
Okay. So it's a line drive.
Fair catch, 37-yard line. Okay, we'll take that. There wasn't anybody within 20 yards.
Yeah,
we'll take it.
He could have gotten 20 yards and then just taken a knee. But so Keenan Scullen took that, the junior, for the Hornets. So the Knights now are going to be on defense. Again, still it's on the Knights side of the 50, which is not what you want to have here.
I'll start paying attention, see if Hickory's going to start calling off the dogs this early or not. A little early yet, I think, but
right.
I would assume here,
I would be
by halftime, I would think. But they look like they're ready to rack it up. They're going trips right, single back in the backfield.
Yeah.
Timeout
by the Knights.
Timeout, Franklin.
So the Knights taking a timeout, maybe get those a well called and well thought out timeout to get these big boys their breathers, because Coach, we don't, without a couple of guys there, our numbers aren't huge to begin with, and so now it becomes a conditioning issue.
100%.
You don't want to kill the dogs that are pulling your sleigh.
Yeah, like you said, most of our starters are going both ways, and you take a couple of them out of the lineup, at least 3 starters tonight out of the lineup, that puts the pressure on folks that weren't ready to go both ways necessarily, or even start the game on offense or defense. So, again, a learning experience for the Knights. Hopefully they'll get that out of tonight.
That's what you have to chalk it up at. I mean, you can't focus on the score when you're down by this much. You don't look at the score. You just start saying to yourself, okay, we got to
minimize
go
damage.
Yeah.
Yep, and work on some things.
Play one play at a time, learn and get better. Because this is only the second game of the season. It's a long season.
Correct,
now.
And like we said, a good number of winnable games on our schedule this year that we will compete with. Again, Hickory's probably going to win District 10, more than likely make a strong run into the playoffs, at least from what we're seeing and hearing. I know they battled Harbor Creek to a close game last week, but Harbor Creek's another one of those teams that they really don't ever have a down year. They always seem to reload.
They do. They got a lot of talent.
Back to the trips. Trips right for Hickory. Franklin with the blitz up the middle. That skipped. That's an incomplete pass. Yeah.
Okay. So a little hiccup on their part, but you know what? We got to take advantage of that. So we'll take it. So it looks like 2nd and 10 coming up. With 2:39 left in the first quarter. Okay, looks like we jumped off sides there. So a little mental mistake. And
offsides against the defense. Moves the ball down to the 32-yard line.
So
2nd down and 5 for the Hornets.
Again, mistakes that Hickory doesn't need.
No.
They don't need any help.
No. No, we could probably take every mistake they want to give us and see where it goes here. But so the Hornets get the back to pass.
Oh,
it's incomplete.
Through the hands of number 1.
Yeah, it's a big arm back there by the quarterback, but Nash Porta, senior 6'1", 170.
3rd and 5 for the Hornets.
So I think this might bring up the very first third down for the Hornets that they faced tonight. They've been moving. Yeah, they've been moving the ball pretty well.
Yeah.
So we'll take it, and hopefully we're gonna see what kind of pressure we can get on the quarterback here if they continue to throw.
This would be big, not a huge momentum swing. I mean, in the grand scheme of things, but again, another victory for Franklin here if they can make them go 4 and out.
Sure, you go one down at a time here when you're down 20-0 in the first quarter. So back to pass.
Quick pass, he's wide open, flat.
He's got a couple guys, and
flag on the play. I'm assuming that's probably going to be a face mask on us just by the looks of.
Yeah, he threw that flag real quick.
Yeah.
Tackle on the play by Tobias Sanchez.
So looks
no,
like
it's against the offense.
Against the Hornets.
Okay.
Was it blocking them back?
All right. Hey, again, we got to capitalize on their mistakes, so we'll take that one.
We will take it. That's for sure. So they're going to have a third and
13, 14.
Yeah. So now we're going to see. They have these quick plays, quick slants and stuff that they're throwing, but so now it's time to see what they actually have.
Franklin's been blitzing a lot too. I've been seeing Gabe Wright coming up the middle, but Hickory's done a nice job of picking it up. So. Twins to the far side of the field on our side, closest to us right now.
Let's see what the Hornets draw up here on 3rd and 13 at their 40. Back to pass. Looks like maybe a screen.
Oh, got to make. Oh, good tackle.
Got it.
All right.
Okay.
That was
is that Jonah?
Jonah Heckathorn. There you go, yeah. Leonardo's player of the game last week. Coming up big here, forcing a 4th down. So, hopefully that pops that bubble that Franklin hasn't been able to get going here with, forcing anything good on our end.
No.
So.
Yeah, we're going to take it. We're going play to play. 4th and 14.
Landon Lynch deep to receive the punt.
Looks like we have Lynch, sophomore, back to receive.
Strike that.
I think that might be Cole Buckley.
That's Cole Buckley.
Okay,
yeah.
The announcer from the.
I don't know a Lynch. Do we have a Lynch on our team?
Landon. Yeah, Lynch is a sophomore.
I'm sorry.
Yep. Okay.
High kick, high short kick, fair catch called for.
Oh, hit a Hickory player.
Hit a Hickory player.
So it's down to 21-yard line.
I'm not aware of what's Franklin's word this year. Is it poison? I mean, that's what we used to yell to get away. I'm not sure what their code word is.
Yeah, to get away from the ball. But, yeah, at least this time, instead of hitting us, it hit them.
That's
so,
true.
Again, though.
Positive note here.
For the Knights, it is. Maybe they're getting a little bit, lackadaisic with saying, hey, we got this in the bag. So there are a few mental mistakes here by the Hornets.
All right, Franklin, let's see if we can get something working here.
All right.
Maybe some short, quick passes. I mean, they seem to be getting a lot of pressure up the line now because they're no reason to play the run anymore, and they're blitzing straight up the middle. But Toby goes up for the fullback dive or the tailback dive back to the line.
Looks like there was nothing there. Yeah, so we just got to see if we can't maybe get a couple quick ones out to the receivers, whether it's Books or Spicoli, Buckley, we got to get something going, get some playmakers, getting the ball.
Yeah, I think I mentioned that last week. That's one thing I'd like to see Franklin do more of, the quick hitting passes. We have athletes at those skill positions that let them make a move. You make one guy miss, who knows what happens. So
right.
Yeah, Hunter doesn't seem, at least today, definitely not to have the time for a 15-yard route, even a 10-yard route. So it's got to be quick hitters. And
there goes Toby.
A couple yards up
the
middle.
Up the middle. Yeah, up the middle. Maybe gain of like 3. See if we can get. Looks like about 11 seconds left. So the Knights will probably let the clock run out here. And so after 1, we are down. The Knights are down 20-0 here in Hermitage for the Hickory Hornets. So we'll see how this goes. But as of right now, this is not looking the best. But, things are starting to look a little bit better and not so dominant by them.
Yeah, fellas, I don't know, man. It's not looking so hot right now.
Not at all.
And I just want to, this is Corey Newcomb. I'm the producer, and I just really want to apologize from Stream Television here. We're having some technical difficulties and trying to get this back online here best we can. But we are recording, so we will, you will be able to watch this on demand at any point. I don't know, fellas. What do you think? It seems like the three guys that Franklin's lost, it's showing a little bit with depth-wise.
It is, but again, I think being realistic about this game, come here, survive.
Yep.
Fight, put up a good fight. Hopefully build some confidence in our guys. I mean, I don't know that a win was ever kind of in our mindset against this team.
Right.
You hate to say that. You hate to go into any game and say, well, there's no way we're going to win. But it was pretty improbable that it would happen. So, again, my whole goal today was come out relatively unscathed. I think I may have jinxed Franklin last week. I said that after that Titusville game. Oh, it looks like we walked away relatively unscathed. And then we've got like 4 guys undressed tonight because of injuries that seem minor at the time. And I think they are fairly minor, some of them. That they'll be back in a week, maybe 2.
Sure.
But, tonight, minimize damage, learn a little bit about yourself and about our scheme and, take the positive when we can and do with it what we can.
Right, absolutely.
So Hunter takes it at 3rd and 8 for the Knights. Hand off to Sanchez up the middle.
Looked like you got 3 or 4 there. Maybe I'm wrong. Bad angle and a late flag coming in here.
Yeah. Been a lot of chirping between some players back in for the receivers and stuff when they're going out for a pass. It seems like there's a little bit of chirping going on there.
Yeah, because that was definitely way away from the play.
Yeah, not even close. Yep. Somewhere down by the 40-yard lines where the flag is laying, maybe at the 35. But it looks like
personal foul against Hickory. Okay.
So again,
first down for Franklin.
Yeah, so the Hornets are really starting to give us something here. And that's not the norm for a well-coached, well-oiled machine. So we'll see if the Knights can possibly take advantage of this.
Yeah, you would expect or at least understand to see it coming from the Knights with a little frustration on their end. But Hickory, everything they've done has pretty much worked out. So there shouldn't be anything to really be upset about.
No. Life is good when you're up 20-0 in the first quarter, right?
For sure.
Yeah. So the Knights at the 37-yard line, right with a snap.
Trap up the middle, but boy, they seal that quick.
They do. There is some speed up front there. I mean, they're big, but they're quick.
They do. They are reading. I mean, I guarantee they did their homework against us because they.
Sure.
It was well blocked initially, and there was a hole, but it closed quick.
It closed quick. Yeah, that's one of those deals that, you gotta react to the fact that these holes are closing quick. So now maybe a little something else that in the playbook that we might see from the Knights.
2nd and long, Twins right.
It looks like we got Heckathorn in the backfield here, out in front of Sanchez. Oh man,
he got stuck.
He did.
That was a good hard
Great
lick.
tackle. I mean, it's just perfect tackle by the Hornets. It's going to bring up a 3rd and 8.
Carrier tackled by Sean Kennedy. Loss of 1, 3rd and 9.
Again, there's that number 2, Sean Kennedy. We've seen a lot of that gentleman here tonight for the Hornets. Quite a dynamic player. The junior that's 5'9" of 202 of muscle.
5'9", 202.
Well, he's 203, but 202's muscle. So it's 3rd and 9. Hunter fakes the handoff, rolls to his right. Looks like he's got somebody
Cole
open.
Buckley wide open. Can he make one guy miss? Yes.
Spicoli makes one miss. There we go.
All right. Good play, Cole Buckets.
Boy, now that was a huge play, and there's some athleticism shown by Cole Buckley on that play.
Great throw by Hunter. I mean, he had to stretch that out clear to the sideline, so he was able just to get the ball floated over the defense. And Buckley made a great snag at that. That was fingertips.
Yes, it was.
Definitely, it was a broken route. Buckley wasn't running that route, but when the play kind of got strung out real far.
It did.
Good
patience.
They adjusted, yeah, and Hunter did great. I mean, I guarantee you he was half out of bounds when he threw that ball.
Yeah, great patience by Hunter, and a little something that Chad and I know. Cole Buckley's had monstrous hands since he was in 4th grade.
Meat hooks.
He's got meat hooks. He does. If the ball's going to hit his hands, he's got large ones, and he'll catch it. So it looks like we got a timeout, Hickory. So with 9:46 left in the half, the Knights down to the 13-yard line with a 1st and 10, looking to do some damage here. I like it. It's something we need, these broken plays, if you will. You know, that didn't go as script. You know, when you wait that long in the back and you're rolling, and you're almost out of bounds, you didn't draw that up.
No, not at all. I mean, it was a design rollout. However, great coverage by Hickory. I mean, again, like our folks just don't seem to be able to get open, and the line can only hold the blocks for so long. But
right,
Hunter was ready to tuck it and run, guaranteed. But he did a great job being patient, waiting until the very last minute. And I've said it all. I don't want to say all season because this is the 2nd game. But if you got Buckley in single coverage, throw it up to him.
I like my chances.
When he's got hands the size of LeBron James' hands,
right,
and can jump, not quite as high as LeBron, but he can dunk. He can dunk. So
he can windmill it. He can windmill dunk that, and
I've seen a reversal out of him too. So.
Yeah. So there's a lot of potential with these athletes. We just got to make sure we get them the ball and find time. And Cole made a couple guys miss too. I mean,
he did.
Those Hornets didn't just grab him and throw him straight down.
And that's what I want to see. Let the athletes get the ball in their hands and make a play.
Right.
Because if you're in open space, I think our skill positions can match up with just about anybody.
Sure. It's tough on anybody. If you have great skill positions, you just have to get them the ball no matter what you do. And again, that goes back to your line and quarterback. The timing has to be there. And Hunter, kudos to him. He felt the pressure and just kept on rolling and holding on to it. So
let's see if we can use this momentum here a little bit. We got a power I formation with twins to our side of the field here.
It's like Hackathorn's behind Hunter in the backfield, leading the block. Toby's behind him. And looks like Toby's going to make it back to the line of scrimmage, and I don't think they're going to give him another inch.
Franklin has to be thinking here, you're definitely within Fenningworth range. As long as they shored up the offensive line from last week, with the pressure that was coming up through the middle. So, and I'm sure Hickory saw that on their film too. So I wouldn't be surprised if Franklin does try a field goal that they're going to send the house up the middle.
Sure. And that's something that, you correct through the week. And, people don't think, it's just the special teams, but that proved to be a big thing for us.
That was, had we made that, it was definitely an overtime game, and anything could have happened the way that game went. I think there was 5 turnovers on each team, and lots of penalties and mistakes. And
yes, we got trips to the right here.
Quick hitter. Chicken wing, Caden Carnes. Yeah.
Carnes out there for the pass. Didn't quite go as planned. But that's a nice, safe play, though. You're not going to have any kind of interceptions on that. It's a very quick throw in play. And if he doesn't catch it, it's going out of bounds or off to no one's. It's not going pick 6 the other way. So,
yeah, that would definitely be a momentum killer here.
Oh, my. Yeah, so looks like Hackathorn and Books coming in with the play. So the Knights, 3rd and 10 at the 13. Beautiful night out here, isn't it?
Yeah, now that the sun went down and isn't blinding us in our eyes. So
Right.
Trips left for Franklin. We're running this set a few times tonight.
Yeah, looks like Hackathorn's strung out there.
Hunter's swarmed up.
He is.
I mean, the Hickory's coverage, you got to give them credit. These guys are on glue. They
are.
They're on our guys like nothing. So you can't fault the line. The line's giving Hunter a good couple seconds to throw, and when there's nobody there, Hunter's got to make a decision quick, and unfortunately.
And with that loss of,
we're going to go for the kick here.
Yeah, I mean that's a loss of about 5-6 yards. So
Fenningworth has the leg. Let's see if we can hold the line here
at the 25. So it'd be a 35-yard kick, I believe.
That is correct.
So let's see what we can get out of here.
35 yards.
Ball is
low
down.
snap. You got it up. Oh, yeah. That would have been good from 50. That would have been good from 50.
Wow.
That cleared by 15 yards.
It sure did.
Great kick by Nate Fenningworth.
Yeah.
You know, we asked the kids, hey, what do you call Fenningworth? What's his nickname?
Kicker.
Kicker. That's real original.
Just kicker. Yeah, right. But I tell you what, that kicker's got a place at the table.
Yeah.
He's got a place at the table.
Yep.
So the Knights get some points on the board.
Pop the bubble.
Yeah, we
Pop
did.
the bubble.
Last week we didn't score until after halftime, so this is a positive thing for the Knights.
Up 3. You know, we got an all-conference kicker here, so.
Yes.
Yeah, proud dad moment. Yeah, Dad's giving me a thumbs up. Yeah, there you go.
It's a great play.
Doc Fenningworth.
Very good supporter with his kid. You know, sometimes people are, you know, oh, I don't want my child playing a sport. It's his main sport's not football. We all know he's a soccer player.
And a swimmer. Great swimmer, too.
Great, yeah. Dual sports, but, you know.
Triple sports.
Yeah, he's letting him play soccer. Yeah. That's his natural game. But he's a great kicker.
Yeah.
And thank you for them for lending him to us on the football team, because that's.
I even heard him the other day saying, hey, Coach, you know, if you need me to play DB. He's like, I know how to guard people on the soccer field.
He can.
So, and, you know, it's pretty similar.
I've asked the kids before. I've asked my son, can the kicker run? And he'll say,
oh, he's an athlete. Yeah.
He is
he's
fast.
An athlete.
He is an athlete.
He's a track. He does track, too. I didn't even think about it.
Really?
He's a sprinter, yeah, for track team. So
he grief 4 sports here. My golly. All right. So Fenningworth set the kickoff for the Knights after getting the 35-yard field goal. Maybe he's telling that big star, 4-star recruit, hey, check my leg out.
Yeah.
You like that?
I'll kick with you, too.
That's right. So Fenningworth with a kick.
Little squibber.
Yeah. Oh, nice. It is bouncing around.
Still a live ball, 20-yard line. Oh, wow, he's got a head of steam.
Wow, he sure does. A flag is down.
Well, and Fenningworth with the tackle. Wow. What a save. What a save. Is that one coming back, Ryan?
I think there was a flag down there, and usually that's in the area of maybe like a little block in the block in the back by those Hornets. But we'll see what the call is.
Yep, my initial call is against the Hornets.
Yeah, so.
All right, hey.
Holding is the call.
Holding, all right.
Okay, holding call. So usually a spot of the hold.
Yep.
Then minus.
Hornets will start first and 10.
35.
35-yard.
So they're starting on their half of the field.
Yeah, their side of the field for once.
Listen, the Knights are getting some momentum here. I'm not going to say that we're going to make a comeback and win this game. What I'm saying is that we're getting momentum and we're positive. We're building on positive things here.
That's right. You know, they fixed a big issue they had last week, and that was the pressure up the middle on the kicks. So that was fixed, and, you know, like I said, Fenningworth could have hit a 50-yarder. So.
Yeah, it's a tough thing, but, you know, you just got to hang in there and keep on going. So it looks like they got trips over here to our side here, Chad.
Right.
And it looks like they,
dancing up through the middle.
He can move,
Yeah, light on his feet for sure.
Oof.
Close to a first down.
Yeah.
Sean Kennedy on the carry.
There's that name, old Sean Kennedy. He is a ball player, isn't he?
Well, you know, and even some old Franklin fans might remember a Sean Kennedy of our own back in the day. I believe it's Dr. Kennedy now, Dennis, DDS, is my understanding. And he was a heck of an athlete, too. Wrestled at Pitt.
Yeah.
Was a Division I wrestler. Great football player as well. Real tough-nosed kid.
Tough guy.
So that's a kid, but he's older than us. But
true. So Alex Weibel with a nice tackle, and it looks like he's short. They're short of the first down, so it's going to be 3rd and about 1. So the Knights are you know, making some plays here.
And there's a trips again. Quick pass.
And
a good play by Tristan Brooks to break that up. That was almost intercepted.
That could have been.
He jumped that route. That was nice.
He did. Jumped it, and boy, if he gets that, it's maybe 6 the other way, because Brooksy got some speed.
For sure. Yeah, I think he can run with the best of them on this team.
Sure can.
Trips again here. They're going for it. 4th and 1. I assume they're just going to dive it up the middle.
Right.
Or maybe they're just going to try to get us to jump here.
Well, the way things are going, Hickory better watch themselves. They don't get a little motion or.
This could be big for Franklin. You know, get a good stop here and get the ball back, and, you know, build on the positivity of the last time they had the ball.
Exactly. Yep. So takes a snap. Looks like a little read option up the middle. Gives it to Kennedy, and looks like he's going to get that first down.
That's the exact play I would have called with a running back like that, and a quarterback with the ability that he has. You know, read option. You know,
that's a great play, and those guys by the way that play went, that's not the first time they've run that read option. That maybe the first we've seen, but I don't think that's the first time they've run that before. So the Knights right at midfield here. Beautiful Friday night in Hermitage, PA.
Yeah, great sunset here behind the grandstands.
Sure is.
At least in our view. I mean, the home team can't see it, but
no.
Twins left.
Kennedy.
Got a lot of pressure on the quarterback, and he goes down.
Great play.
Good job, Darius. And
we had
Jonah. Yeah.
Jonah was back there with Darius and Books.
Matty Weimer was quick to get to the pile as well.
All right.
So, Matty Ice.
There we go. So we're getting some positive things that we can build on here. So the Knights are making a push.
And, and I'm sure that's exactly what Coach Turk is going to relay to these boys, after the game that, hey, there were some positive moments here. That's what we got to focus on.
Yeah.
We knew it was going to be a dogfight, and,
Yeah, when you're getting beat down in the field, there's no reason to beat down your players right after. You got to just kind of build them up a little bit and make sure they're learning from this. So
going outside here.
There's nobody out there on the edge.
Blocking the back. That one's going to come back. That's going to come back.
Yeah.
Good stick, though.
Okay.
Good stick by
looks like
Heckathorn.
Yeah, looks like you had a couple of seniors down there. Heckathorn.
Yeah.
Looks like my oldest.
Yeah,
Matty Ice. Rumbling, bumbling, stumbling downfield and laying the wood.
Pretty good for Big Matty to get 20 yards down the field making a tackle. But that ball is coming back. That was definite block in the back here.
Yep. So the Knights, looks like Darius Graham's going to take a little breather. And looks like we got Killa. Love it. Killa going in there. Jeremy Cunningham going in for the Knights. So, they're going to assess this penalty, and that's going to be from the spot of the foul. That foul was way back there.
Oh, yeah.
So.
It was right out as soon as he broke the outside edge. And it was somewhat of a crackback block that it was Gabe Wright trying to seal the edge there and just got definitely hit in the back. You could see that from here. So.
Yep. So it's second and what I like to say,
a mile.
Half a mile.
Half a mile.
Okay. Yeah. So officially it's second and 27 for the Hornets at looks like it's going to say about the 38-yard line.
Yeah, Franklin has to, not give up a big play here.
Yeah, we're getting some pressure up the middle when they go back to pass, and that's something that's, once you get pressure on the quarterback, no quarterback likes to get hit. So it's like
there's the run to the outside.
They're stringing it out.
Oh, big Toby Sanchez coming up.
Play,
nice job, Toby.
Yeah, Tobe coming up big.
A little more extracurricular after the play here, but no foul on the play.
No harm, no foul, right?
That's right.
That's what they say. So we'll see here. We got third and only
25 here now, right? Are we still
only 25? Yeah. So
they gained 2.
Not half a mile.
Great read by Toby though to come up from the cornerback position to make that tackle. Which Jonah Heckathorn on here on the left edge did a nice job stringing it out, and that's what we need our edge guys to do.
Yeah. So positive things here. This is a good quarter for the Knights. Second quarter has been a good one.
Yeah,
so.
they've made some good adjustments here, and the kids are still battling. So
so 4th and 20, left in the half. Back to pass, deep ball, caught over the middle.
All right, but he's short. He's short. Good job.
Nice catch.
A flag on the play. Not
Cole
sure
Buckley on
what
the
extracurricular
tackle.
went on there.
Cole Buckley.
I didn't see anything, at least by Franklin.
No.
Not quite sure what happened.
Something back there in the.
It was right where the tackle was made.
Yeah.
So I don't know if it was a dead ball, unsportsmanlike.
I don't know if he grabbed the face mask on the way down or something.
Yeah, I don't want to speculate because I didn't see it, but definitely late after the play, so it's going to be a dead ball foul.
Yeah, correct. Looks like he's going to make the call.
Yep.
Personal foul.
Offense. All right, Franklin.
On the Hornets.
Here we go.
Okay.
They're going to accept it. I thought maybe they would opt to decline and
especially
have fourth down, 4th and 10. You know.
Bring up 4th and 25.
Okay. So maybe lost down?
Yeah. After the play.
Right. Okay. So they took the play and then assessed the penalty. You're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
So now it's 4th and the old half mile.
I'm trying to brush up on the high school rules.
Correct. Yeah. So 4th and 25 at the 35. They're going to kick.
High snap.
Cole was back to catch. Oh, get away, Knights.
Short high punt.
Get away, Knights. Poison. Okay. Took a decent bounce. Looks like they're down there about the
27,
28 yard line. So the Knights will have some work to do, but again,
that's defense got to stop.
It's a stop.
Yep. Defense.
We needed that stop. We got 3:49 left in the second quarter. I'm sorry. And so this is where you start building. I mean, this quarter, it's been 3-0 this quarter for the Knights. So
if they can sustain a drive here for the rest of this half, I mean, they got to hold their chin up going into the locker room.
Sure.
Because I haven't noticed a lot of subs coming in for Hickory.
No.
Their stars are still out there. So, again, don't know if they're being a little more cautious on the play calling and, just trying to be conservative. But,
sure.
Definitely the penalties are killing them, though. And again, I don't understand why the personal fouls are on Hickory. I don't know what they're upset about. So.
Yeah. So Cole Buckley in motion. Hunter takes a snap. Over the middle. Alex Weigel. Nice catch.
Nice grab.
Great catch.
I don't know if that seemed to be a kind of a messed up route. You had him and Cole Buckley in the same space there.
You don't draw them up to be that close.
No. Somebody did something wrong there, but first down.
That's it.
First down. So.
First down. Yeah, take it and run, literally. So the Knights with 3:20 left in the half. Be 1st and 10 at the 37. Looks like the Knights are just taking their time here. They're not in any hurry up. They're just doing some plays here.
Twins right.
Hunter takes a snap. Fakes to Toby up the middle. Rolls to his right.
Scrambling
the other way. Looks like, oh, boy.
Again, that's a tough one. Great coverage by the defense. Not a whole lot you can do. Again, I am noticing, though, single coverage on Cole Buckley out here that I would, again, easy for us to see up top here, but I would think you want to get the ball up in the air. They only got a single safety over the top. You split him out wide enough, the safety don't have time to get there on a quick hit.
No, he doesn't. And that's something that maybe the Knights will look at halftime to see if they can exploit that, because that's, that Cole's a heck of an athlete. So the Knights will come out with 2nd and 17 at the 30.
Motion on the offense, not set.
Yeah, looks like there's a little confusion on our close side here between the receivers. It looks like it was our tight end and the split receiver.
Yeah, he lined up in the slot, and I don't think he was sure if he was supposed to be on the line or off the line.
Right.
Which that kind of bit us in the behind last week. With that call. We got a couple illegal man downfield calls due to some confusion. Either between us or the refs. Not sure which it was, but
we'll just leave it at confusion.
Confusion. That's a good word for it.
Yeah, we'll leave it at that. So $1:50 left in the half. Toby back behind Hunter. Takes a snap. Rolls to his right. Throws it to
there's got to be a flag there, right? No. All right.
Marsteller's pass.
Weibel got mauled before the ball even got to him. Maybe they deemed it uncatchable. It was a little high for him, but I would have thought. But
well, that's one of those sometimes you wonder, like, do you not call when they're hanging on because he's such a big kid? Big Al's, he's not 130 pounds. He's probably a little over 200 pounds, and he's
Big Al for a reason.
Yeah, he's strong, got big legs, like his brother Carson.
Yeah.
Off to Gannon this year, playing for them in the baseball program. Shout out to him, what great athlete. So now, with 1:38 left, and it's third and 23. Hunter back to pass, has some time.
That's it. Throw it up for Cole. Let him come.
It's a little too far out of reach. Out of reach. Good. You can't just play it too safe, and so now.
No. That's the shot you got to take. I mean, again, had it been on the money, I would have put. I'd have put money on Cole to come down with it.
Sure.
He's got probably a good 3 inches on number one for Hickory there, which I'm sure number one's probably one of their best cornerbacks. Is that
sure? He's a 6'1", 170-pound senior.
Yeah, so Cole's got 2-3 inches on the guy.
Yeah.
So.
And depending on that guy's vertical, Cole might have more. You never know.
I would assume. A lot of guys scrambling off the field here for Hickory.
A lot of confusion. Yeah.
Good snap.
Fenningworth kicks it.
Good boot.
Nice kick.
Going to be returnable.
Yep. They take it at the 40.
Here's the lanes. Got to have the
50.
lanes.
Making a cutback. Oh, there we go. We got some bodies on them.
All right. They're going to throw that flag. Going to call, looks like 32 for a late hit. Runner was still up. He wasn't down at that point, but it wasn't necessary. He was in the grass, but there was no whistle.
No,
so,
you played to the whistle. That's what you're told, right?
Exactly. That's the way I coached them, and I know that's the way they're coached now.
Yeah,
so
that's Caden Beatty.
Little Beatty.
Yeah, little Beatty. He figured, you know what? I'm in here. That guy's. No one's blowing the whistle.
Wait, no, they called that against
oh
Hickory.
My gosh.
Boy, was I wrong. Yeah, here I'm.
Hey, listen.
Cussing out the ref and
right.
Yeah, my bad.
Yeah.
Good job, good call, ref.
Yeah. So Beatty officially on the tackle.
Yeah, I think it was Beatty and Gabe Wright were the
had him.
The two, yeah, for sure. So hey, another positive for Franklin, because I was just going to say, boy, if that goes against us and we give up a score right here before halftime, that's a killer.
Oof. Yeah.
So
boy, I don't want to be a Hickory Hornet going into halftime. I don't know about you, but geez.
I imagine it's going to be
it'll be ugly.
Yeah, pretty nasty locker room from the coach. I would assume it seems a lot of discipline breakdowns. They're going 4 wide here, though. They're wanting to score before halftime.
Sure.
Pressure up the middle. Oh, Matty almost with the finger on it. That wasn't Matty. That was 65.
That's
LP.
And he takes that ball, and he is.
Here's what we were worried about.
Moving.
And down to inside the 10.
Yikes. So Landon Perry with almost.
They almost tipped it, yeah.
Yeah, right there. But kudos to their running or their quarterback for getting rid of that ball.
And that's why that play happened. It was a design screen that let the lineman come through. And again, those are the risks you take. But
yeah, Logan Woods, they're a senior. He's a senior quarterback, so that senior leadership hanging in there because he knows the play coming up, and that's he knows that he's got to just be patient, let the guys get deep, and then let that ball go.
Yep. Let the blockers get out there in front of you and take off behind them. It got 1st and 9 here, so 9 to goal.
Yep. So the Knights.
Let's dig in here, Knights.
Back in it. Take the snap.
Reverse, and there's no one. And a pass, reverse pass.
My word.
He could have ran that in.
Yeah.
There was nobody home on the reverse to begin with.
Yeah, so you have a reverse where your quarterback goes out for a catch, and they convert that. Wow.
Hand off to the running back, who pitches to the wide receiver, who throws back to the quarterback for the score.
Boy. We need a telestrator, Coach, so we can have you draw that up, because that would be a mess.
There'd be a lot of circles and X's and O's and arrows on that screen.
Oh, boy.
Not really going to see the play when I'm done with it. But
No. So on for the kick is Lucas Jones. 26-3 for the Hornets. Trying to get that 27 before half. Snap down and up and good.
And the extra point is
good kick.
Yeah, very good kick. So a little hiccup there for the Knights going into halftime, but maybe that saves somebody a chewing from the Hornets, I guess.
It very well may.
Yeah.
That was one of those plays you draw up in the backyard.
I think
when you're playing football, with your buddies and
right. Yeah, you don't draw that up and execute that too often, but
but great. Hey, hats off to Hickory.
Hickory did it, and they weren't playing very well. They weren't playing very disciplined ball. Leading into that,
I would have said most of that quarter, Franklin was controlling the tempo, the line of gain, everything. So. Kudos to Hickory coming back, and again, that was the last thing Franklin wanted to see with 50 seconds left in the game of going down a score. So hopefully we field a clean kickoff here, and Tristan Books hopefully can get us some good positive yardage and go out again on a high note for halftime. Lick our wounds, get some hydration, and because I'm sure these boys are tired.
Oh man, yeah, they got to be a little tired, and And this is something that you can, some good conditioning, because you're not going to find your practices this tough if you're playing both ways.
Yeah, and and I know Coach Turk always uses the saying a lot, which I like, is iron sharpens iron, and
yes.
We're going to sharpen a lot of iron tonight against this great Hickory team. So we'll be better. As long as we come out, relatively healthy from this, it's only going to make us better. And in those games that are on our schedule that are winnable, this will only help get us to that W. So.
Yep, absolutely. No, it's true. So with 50 seconds left, the kickoff.
Good
like it's back there. It looks like it's Jason Carey with the catch. Coming out. First guy misses. Okay.
All right, down about the 20, 15?
Somewhere around there.
19.
Looks like we have a Hickory Hornet, maybe with a little stinger, holding his elbow or arm there. So the Knights with 44 seconds left in this half. Coach, you think with 44 seconds, you don't want to get too fancy and drop back and pass and throw something crazy.
No, I would assume Franklin's just going to run out the clock here.
Yep.
Had they got out to about the 40-yard line maybe on that return, then you open the playbook up a little bit for possibilities, because I think they have 2 timeouts left.
Yeah. The Knights have a couple timeouts, but so it'd be interesting to see what they call here, because also the other part is you're down 27-3. What do you have to lose here? You can do a couple of different plays, maybe a quick.
They're going trips, so I don't know if they're going to try to get a quick hitter here, or I'm sure the coach was telling Hunter, make sure it's thrown to one of our guys for sure. So
yeah, Hunter back to pass, gets sacked,
swallowed up.
Yeah, there's three Hornets in the backfield there, so that's a tough play.
These plays are taking way too long to develop with our receivers.
Yep.
Timeout, Hickory. Yeah, see that's.
They're playing they know what they're doing there.
They got 1 left, though. We can still run out the clock here. Franklin's smart, and don't give him the ball back too soon here.
No, I think now's when you think about your little counter or maybe a draw play or something like that, just to keep steady hands on it and see what you can do going into halftime, because you don't want to lose any kind of points here or give them points here. So because now you have a safety that could Hickory can get a safety, because if you drop back to pass, you only have about 12 yards till you're in the end zone. So
I would be cautious to even roll Hunter out for an RPO, a little run pass option there, just because Hickory's got some fast guys. And,
they do.
If Hunter can't see it coming, he could get swallowed up back there, and then we're pinned, on the 1 yard line again.
Right.
Relying
Don't
on
want that.
Fenningworth to bail us out.
Yeah. No, that's a good point. That's something you got to think about when you're calling these plays here. So see what the Knights can do here with 36 seconds left in the half.
So I guess you can't see on the scoreboard how many timeouts they have.
No, you can't see a score. You can't see the timeouts, and I don't see a play clock here either.
No, definitely not one on the field. So I'm sure
must be keeping it. Refs are keeping it in their head here. So the Knights.
Franklin hasn't had the issue they had last week, though, with a few delay of games. They're getting the plays in quick and eliminating some of the confusion up front on the play call. So
So back to that
Yeah, I was gonna say, just give it up the middle here.
Yep, and they did. Good job keeping both hands on that ball by Toby
like
Sanchez.
Another timeout, Hickory.
So that should be their last timeout. So
I see. Looks like is that Hunter limping a little bit. I mean, Hunter's a tough kid, but he's been taking his fair share of licks.
Oh
tonight.
my, yeah. He's a tough kid, and I think that's what you have to be when you're quarterback in football in Western PA, because you gotta be ready to run, you gotta be able to throw, and you're taking some hits with this Hickory Hornets defense.
Yeah, tough is definitely the word I'd use to describe Hunter.
If
somebody asked me, what's your first adjective when you think of Hunter Marsteller, it's tough.
It's tough.
It's tough. I mean, he is a hard-nosed, blue collar athlete. That works hard.
He does.
I know he wrestled for the first time last season. Partly to one guy we're going to highlight tonight on our senior spotlight.
Yeah, one of our
later.
seniors, correct. Yeah, they had a little deal going,
Yeah.
so we'll explain the details of that later in the third quarter. But, yeah, I mean, and that's something that you don't see too often because usually with wrestling, you know, if you wrestle, you wrestled for a while. You don't just pick that up when you're in 11th grade.
Oh, and Hunter was a point guard on the
basketball
team
right.
up until, last year or 2 years ago, I would say. So up through ninth grade, he played basketball and was a good basketball player, good athlete, and made the transition. And, I think wrestling would have been his bag all along because, again, tough kid. Wrestlers are tough guys.
Yep. So 30 seconds left, 3rd and 14 for the Knights. Looks like Hickory brings a little blitz up the middle.
Yep. Oh, they read
got
that
him.
one.
Yeah, that was
Toby taken out as soon as he touched the ball. But, Franklin's going to be able to walk out of here. Down 27-3 at the half. So Franklin shouldn't even have to snap the ball here.
No, they don't. And the again, a great play by Sean Kennedy for the Hickory Hornets. That guy's a ball player, huh?
For sure. All right, well, officially halftime. Let's go lick our wounds, Franklin, learn from what we experienced in the first half and see what we can do better and different here. Again, I would assume I think Hickory's going to come out with their starters at the very beginning.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. I would if I were them because they need to improve on some things, mental mistakes.
Sure.
Yep.
Hey, guys, welcome into the halftime show. Again, I want to apologize for the technical difficulties. We will have this on demand. Stream Sports is proud to bring you all the exciting action of the Franklin Knights this football season. You can follow us on our Facebook page, Stream Sports Franklin Knights, or you can watch it on YouTube on your smart TV, phone, or computer by searching Stream Television on YouTube. Hey, right, we're going to go to a commercial break right after this and feature the Franklin Knight marching band.
Black Knight Marching Band.
There we go.
The pride of Pennsylvania.
You better believe it.
At French Creek, American Made is at the core of our growth and success in manufacturing top-quality fall arrest and rescue systems. Today, even though French Creek has transitioned into a much larger headquarters, the design, testing, and manufacturing operations proudly remain right here in Franklin. Our American Made jobs support our local community and small businesses that are part of where our workers live every day. This high bar for quality standards is the same bar and quality we expect out of our Franklin Knights. Good luck this season, Franklin, and go Knights! From French Creek Fall Safety.
Quality, safety, and innovation. That's Toyota. Hi, I'm Bruce Sigworth here at Allegheny Toyota in Franklin. Now let's talk resale value. Toyota consistently ranks in the top 10 in resale value, and 3 of our vehicles rank in the top 5 according to KBB.com. That research shows 4Runner, Tundra, and Tacoma maintaining a 60% or higher retail value over a 5-year period. That means you could get thousands of dollars more for your Toyota than any other brand.
We're Allegheny Toyota in Franklin. Go Knights.
Franklin Oil Region Credit Union has 2 convenient locations to serve their members, 101 North 13th Street in Franklin and 25 East 1st Street in Oil City. Did you know that becoming a member is pretty easy? All you have to do is live, work, worship, volunteer, attend school, or just conduct business in Venango, Forest, Warren, or Crawford counties. Stop in and talk to us about all the benefits of becoming a member. And best of luck to all the students and athletes this fall from Franklin Oil Region Credit Union.
Hey, and we're back featuring the Black Knight Marching Band here. Looking good.
Yeah. The Black Knight Marching Band puts in a lot of time for these halftime performances. So I just want to recognize the Knightettes.
Yeah, absolutely.
The girls out there. I got a little note from their coach. So out there tonight we have seniors, Captain Bailey Cutchaw, McKenna Revis, and Maddie Phillips. And also for the 11th graders, we have Savannah Staggerwald, Quinlan Carnes, Brianna Clark, Brooklyn Birchanowski, Angela Wolford, Stephanie Anderson, Ella Bodine, Alexis Jack, Alexis Rodemoyer, and McKenna Bordell. Now, the 10th graders, we have Izzy Baker, Eden Criado, Samantha Shaw, Bella Peterson, and Ella Marbich. Now the freshmen, the 9th graders. We have Madeline Williams, Emily Shaw, Marley Plowman, and Michaela Ho. So there's our Knights for this year. A great group of girls, and they're out there performing.
You know, when I always said when we were doing our summer camp thing, so were the marching band. You know, they were sweating it out in the beginning. There's no doubt about it.
You're darn right.
And they work hard, and they do so much for the community and the school. And you know, without the band, the cheerleaders, there's not much for school pride. So
yeah, no, that's absolutely right. And I have some personal experience with the band. My oldest son, Maddie, who's a senior for the Knights, he was in the marching band and is in the marching band but doesn't perform at halftime. He plays the saxophone, but there's a tremendous amount of effort put into this. This doesn't just happen overnight. And I know they have two-a-days right along with the football players.
Oh, yeah.
In the morning, there's two-a-days. It's band camp. And I tell you what, he comes back and he'll say, Dad, I'm whooped.
Yeah.
And you're out in the sun in August, in the sun in Northwest PA. It's a tough one.
It's the humidity. It's going to be rough, no doubt
Yep,
about it.
Yep. So kudos to the Knights. A lot of great memories that I've had with them. And, you know, they're in parades and stuff. So, you know, if you're around Franklin for Apple Fest, you'll see the Black Knight Marching Band at Apple Fest. A couple other events that they go to, but you can definitely follow along. And Mr. Johnston does a great job. Maddie calls him Mr. J. A great job and a great community leader.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so he mentors his kids just as Coach Turk does with the football team. He does the same, and kudos to him. He's a great man and a great leader.
Unsung heroes right there.
Absolutely.
Well, hey, thanks so much, Ryan. We're gonna sit back and let the viewers enjoy the Black Knight Band
Yes,
for a
sir.
little while.
Yes. Go Knight. Go Black Knight Marching Band.
Absolutely.
The Franklin High School Black Knight Marching Band is bringing Party Rock back to the house. Ladies and gentlemen, the pride of Pennsylvania, your Franklin High School Black Knight Marching Band.
Postgame news, we're 5 and yeah. So I mean, we've got the people watching got the signal to us and turn the mic off.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It gives me great pleasure to introduce to you the pride of Hermitage, the Hickory Hornet Marching Band. The band is under the field direction of drum majors Ava Gargiulo and Mary Loli Kanichov. Drill team co-captains Jenna Missouri and Ava Chaser. Head Majorette Grace Kachalik, assistant captain Ada George.
Hey, I hope you guys are enjoying hope you enjoyed the Black Knight Marching Band, the Pride of Pennsylvania. We're going to go to a commercial break, and we'll be right back after this.
Tonight's opener comes from the American rock group, the
Over 40 years ago, Cunningham's of Edinburgh opened its doors in Northwest Pennsylvania. A small-town, family-owned business committed to delivering the best possible car buying experience. Today, the next generation is proud to carry on that name and commitment. We are the tri-state area's only dealership offering a new and pre-owned lifetime engine warranty. Experience our helpful staff and worry-free vehicle ordering process.
We're committed to another 40 years of automotive excellence. Welcome to the family at Cunningham's of Edinburgh.
Since 1901, Franklin Industries has been a leader in steel manufacturing in our region. We started our journey making steel rails for the railroad, and we're still going strong today. Franklin Industries now manufactures steel quality U-posts and T-posts right here in Franklin, Pennsylvania. We take pride in the strength and durability of our product, and we take pride in the strength of our Franklin Knights. We're proud to support our community and Franklin athletics. Go Knights from Franklin Industries.
Griffin Phyllis Ford in Seneca offers great customer service along with a legendary lineup of Ford vehicles like the F-150, the Escape, the Explorer, and now the Bronco. The Ford brand is defined by a stellar safety record, long-lasting dependability, and unmatched quality. Looking for used? We have those too. Visit our website to see our complete lineup at griffinphyllisford.com or stop in and test drive a Ford today at Griffin Phyllis Ford in Seneca.
All right, welcome back to the halftime show. Yeah, it's been quite a first half. Looks like we have at the score 27-3 with the Hickory Hornets up on the Franklin Knights tonight. You know, it's been a story of a little momentum changes. I know second half was, the second quarter, it looked like the Franklin Knights were going to be able to score and make this a little more interesting. So, hey, Chad, do you hear me?
Yeah, no, can you hear me?
Oh, yeah.
Very good, very good.
Absolutely. Yeah, I was just kind of discussing.
Second half adjustments?
Yeah, second half adjustments.
You know, Franklin's just giving up big plays on the defensive end, but you know, I say they're giving up big plays, but Hickory's doing a heck of a job.
Yes, they
opening up holes for their running back.
Yeah,
their receivers are getting open. They're hitting them quick. Again, a well-coached, well-executed Hickory team that, you know, Franklin just needs to match that.
Yep.
I think they can match them in intensity.
Yep,
but
absolutely.
We're not executing on offense because we're not hitting the holes. We're not making the holes, and the passes, some of them are there, but we got to shorten the routes.
Yeah, and try to get that running game established so that the passing game is set up by the run. I mean, that's really ideally what you want. Easier said than done.
Well, very much so, and especially being down 24 points.
Yes.
You don't have the time or the luxury to try to set up the run now. You know?
Absolutely.
So they know we're going to be passing the ball. I assume they're going to pin their ears back and just come at it. So.
Yeah, absolutely. There's no doubt about it. Looking at this team, and I know you and Ryan were talking as far as this looks like a future District 10 champion in the Hickory Hornets. There's
definitely a contender. 100%.
Yeah, they're a contender. I mean, they got what they need up front. They have what the athletes are there.
And their skill positions a lot of them are juniors. I mean, they're
absolutely
their running back that has scored on us and ran all over the field is only a junior. Also, he's our starting inside linebacker who's made many a tackle and a couple sacks, and they've got some impressive individuals that know their role and play it very well. So, but it's a confidence thing that I could tell watching Hickory warm up. They just were exuding confidence.
Yeah.
They were loose. They were having fun. They looked the part.
Yes, they did.
They every bit looked the part of a championship caliber team, at least at the district level, if not making a deep run in a state.
In the PIAA playoffs.
Correct.
Yeah, and that's exciting. You know what I really want to see in the old cliche, you try to have your most improvement between game 1 and game 2. I really hope that we can see that second half.
Yeah, and again, I think the adjustments they have to make on offense, we're going to have to pass the ball. So hopefully they can figure out some ways to give Hunter another second to throw the ball and, figure out ways to get our receivers open.
Sure.
The trips formation they've been running out of a lot. It's there sometimes on the quick hitter short route, but I think we've been looking for a little deeper route, and they're not developing fast enough.
No.
So,
nope.
And again, Hickory has the luxury of they can play a 2 deep safety if they want and just sit back and wait. Because their front line is getting enough pressure to put Hunter on the run to where he's not able to plant his foot and really uncork one. So.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna take a commercial break. You had been watching the Hickory Hornets marching band while we did our second half adjustments, and just want to thank you to first and foremost Leonardo's Pizza. I want to thank those folks in Franklin, Pennsylvania. They've generously been able to given pizzas to our player of the game last week and this week. So, for the rest of the season. I want to thank the rest of our sponsors as well. French Creek Fall Safety, Franklin Industries, Cunningham of Edinburgh, Franklin Oil Region Credit Union, Griffin Phyllis Ford and Seneca, the Black and Gold Club.
Red and Black Club.
The Red and Black Club. Thank you. Wow, Chad. Leonardo's Restaurant, Pizzeria, and Allegheny Toyota. Right after this, we're gonna take a quick commercial break and come right back with the second half.
You got Steelers on your mind. That's still two Sundays away yet. So.
Hey, thank you, Chad.
Yeah, no worries.
When I watched my first game, I was really pumped about it. And I was like, I want to try that out. So I started in flag football. I was like, okay, I was doing pretty good.
My uncle got me interested in football when I used to come to his games and watch him play.
At a young age, I just loved the sport. I loved watching it, loved everything about it. So my dad convinced me to try it, and I've loved it ever since.
For me, it means hard work and one mistake, get up and redo it. Don't give up. Keep trying until you get it right.
It's meant a lot. I've learned a lot of stuff from the coaches, and Franklin coaches gave me a lot of information on what to do and how to get a lot better.
I've made friends for life, for sure. I actually consider them family. I know I'll be successful in life because I built a strong foundation with my work ethic and determination. It just unifies everybody, honestly brings everybody together. You come here, you sit in the stadium during a Friday night game, and it's just everyone's one school, everyone's one family.
Franklin Night Football on Stream Television is presented by French Creek Fall Safety, Franklin Industries, by Cunningham of Edinburgh, by Franklin Oil Region Credit Union, by Griffin Phyllis Ford and Seneca, by the Red and Black Club, by Leonardo's Restaurant and Pizzeria, and by Allegheny Toyota.
Yeah, and we're back here at Hornet Field. As you can see here, there's people are coming together for the second half after getting their snacks and drinks and whatnot. So everybody's kind of coming back together. As you can see, It's a beautiful facility here. It really is. It's an unbelievable facility they have.
It is, yeah. Packed house. I was just talking to some folks during the halftime that they're like, we had to park like half a mile away.
I know.
So good thing we get here early.
Yeah, we do. Yeah, exactly. Good thing we get here early.
I did just notice something that's a bit concerning for Franklin that you don't want to see. Cole Buckley came out after halftime without his pads on.
Oh, no.
And he was one of the highlights with that long catch. Apparently, I mean, he did go down to take a knee earlier right before halftime. He took a hard hit. So
yeah, he did.
Apparently, there must be something lingering with him, but it doesn't look like he's going to suit up for the rest of the game. Which
that's a shame.
Again, now you've got 5 starters out of the game tonight for Franklin. That's but again, my keys to the game: survive.
Yep.
Get out of here with minimal damage.
Yeah, exactly.
Learn some things, get some experience. And again, play another day. Play against a team that we're going to compete very well with, and hopefully it's nothing serious with Cole, because he's definitely one of the top folks on our team that we definitely need to have. So
yeah, he's an asset. He's a weapon that they have, and along with Sanchez, I would say are probably their 2 most dangerous weapons.
Yeah, we definitely got to get the ball in their hands. And now we were already down 1 wide receiver with I can't think of his name. It's Bryson Watson.
Yeah, yep.
So he didn't suit up. That was 1 wide receiver down. So Cole.
And he was a starter.
Correct. And but next week we should be getting back. He's a junior. I don't know why I'm drawing a blank here. He hasn't played yet this year. He had an earlier injury, which he's definitely a starter when it comes to the line. Wyatt Bell.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So Wyatt Bell hopefully is cleared to come back next week, which will definitely help us out because again we don't know with what Cole Buckley's got going on since he's not suited up for the half.
Coach, sorry to interrupt you here. I was just talking to Mrs. Spicoli.
Okay.
Sherry Buckley, Cole's
Mama
mom.
Spicoli.
Mama Spicoli, yes.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Whoops. So he took a hard hit to the chest.
We did see that. Yeah, that's what we were talking about.
He has like what she called a concave chest to begin with.
Okay.
So they're very careful and cautious with him on anything with the chest, so in case it doesn't, cave in more and make any kind of unnecessary pressure on his heart.
You got to get that boy in the weight room.
Yeah,
I know. I know. He's one of those kids that's like maybe $170, but it's 170 of just bones and body.
Yeah, 170. Yeah.
Yeah. The other kid from Hickory, that Kennedy boy. I mean, he's 203 pounds and 202 of it's muscle. So, Fenworth ready to kick.
It'll be interesting to see again who's going to be the backup for. Kick it low,
there
kick on the ground.
It's a tough one to.
Yeah,
it's going to be a touchback. Nice kick.
Smart play. I mean, we've had some trouble covering on the kickoff returns and the punt return. So,
yeah, that's a smart play because you when you have the power that Hickory has as far as return the ball, the speed, and let's face it, if a seam breaks down and there's a lane, they're going to take it.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah. So the Knights now are coming out on defense. Maybe we can build off that. That second quarter was a pretty good quarter.
Yeah, overall, it didn't end the way we wanted it or hoped. And,
no.
I was going to say, we had they not scored there, we won the quarter. It would have been a 3-0 second quarter for us.
Hey, when the Knights are hanging in there in the quarter, we lost 7-3. So. Looks like a little
procedure play on the offense. So
the Hornets
good start, Franklin.
Yeah, boy, that Hornets got to be frustrated. Their coaching staff's got to be frustrated with these Hornets on these just mental mistakes.
I thought we were going to get called for too many men on the field because I saw one of the cornerbacks run onto the field late at the last minute, so I wasn't sure if we were down 1 or up 1.
Probably a substitution for Spicoli.
For Cole, yeah, for sure.
Yep. So it looks like a run up the middle, a little step.
You got flag down.
Another flag on the play.
That's probably coming back.
Yeah, it's back and where it's Okay.
Saving tackle by Caden Carnes.
Trowick on the carry down.
Yeah, that one. The ref staying back there about the 20. It's coming back. Holding.
Holding against the Hornets.
Boy.
Yeah, like you said, I don't want to help Hickory out with any of these plays or penalties on us, but they're not helping themselves at all.
No, they're not. And this has got to be a coach's nightmare when you have all these penalties. It's like, oh my word. And you hate to dwell on it, but coach, that's 2 plays and 2 penalties.
That's correct. So that's still going to be first and a long way here. First and 20 should be, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Leaving a little less. 25, right?
23.
First and 23 for the Hornets at the 7-yard line. My golly.
That must have been an early hold into the development of that play since it was a spot foul.
Yep. So the Knights on defense. Back to pass. Other Hornets.
Going deep.
Deep ball.
He's got a step.
Okay.
Good coverage.
Nice
Toby
play.
Sanchez, yeah.
Toby's down there. He was right with him, step for step.
It looked like he lost in the lights a little bit there.
Yeah.
He misjudged it, but he had a step.
He did. So Toby stepping up big, playing both sides of the ball. I mean,
he's going to be tired and sore tomorrow for sure.
Yeah. So the Knights are going to go, it's 2nd and 23. Looks like Drayden Payne is out there.
Yeah.
They're
running a 2-deep safety. Looks like you got Books on the one side. Wow,
and
that's a good quick slant.
Landon Lynch is out there. He's got some room.
He's got some speed.
He does.
And we're not going to catch him.
Nobody catching him.
Pulling away.
A nice play by the Hornets to get a touchdown.
Yeah, that was a super quick slant off the left-hand side that just hit him in stride, and there was no one there to even really slow him down. I think Drayden Payne tried to make a tackle from behind, but just couldn't hang on.
Yeah, and Keenan Scullen just went for 90+ on that play, and again a junior for the Hornets. I mean, there's some talent on that team, and boy, it doesn't seem like they're all juniors.
We made mention of that during the halftime show that a lot of their skill positions are young. I mean, they're back next year. So.
And that Mr. Kennedy, boy, he's up.
Yeah, reload and repeat.
Yes. So the kick is up.
Good pressure through Franklin, but
And the kick is good.
That ball just cleared most of the track.
Yeah.
That's a great leg he's got there.
Yeah, that one would have been good from 50.
Yes.
That ball's in Ohio.
Yeah. Okay, so with 11:16 left, the Hornets make a quick sting out of the halftime, bringing it 34-3.
I need to do some quick research here because I believe 30 points is the mercy rule.
So the clock will continue to run.
Yeah, I don't know if it is effective in the fourth quarter or just the second half.
Okay.
But yeah, 30 points, typically the clock will not stop. It'll just be a running clock from there on out.
A little bit of mercy there for the Knights. Hopefully they capitalize on it because we want to make sure we have a tough game here, but we don't want to, continue to play unnecessarily too much football because the boys, I believe we have a JV game tomorrow. Is that right?
We do. 10 a.m. Franklin, home game against Hickory. Yeah, correct. Also, our junior Knights play tomorrow at, I believe, 9 a.m. The Franklin Junior Knights, which is the Orange Crush team.
Yeah, which we coached.
Yeah, correct. We're all our that's our feeder system into this. They play at 9 o'clock at Cranberry High School.
Nice.
In Franklin, Pennsylvania, against Oil City.
Okay. Well, that's a tough game. Has been for years, and I know
Always.
Coach Scott Graham will have those Knights ready to go because boy, he's on top of that program and does a great job for the kids. And for the junior high, he gets them ready for that because that's where it starts.
Yeah, no, we definitely want to build that program from the ground up, which we did about 5-6 years ago. I think was when Franklin finally got into the tackle football game at a young age. So
Yep.
It's had some up years and down years, which I think a lot of schools experience that with football. So
it looks like Books back for the Knights. Makes a couple guys
good
miss.
First move, yeah. Good first move.
Yeah, out to the 26-yard line. Nice play there, Books. He's a tough kid. He's getting licked pretty good out there, and he still keeps on going. So kudos to him for this. It's a tough thing to do out there whenever some of the lanes collapse and you have 5-on-1.
Yeah.
So the Knights are still out there with, looks like most of their starting guys are still out there. Keeping the starters out there, see if they can't make a nice, long, sustaining drive here.
Yeah, again, the most important factor here is let's work on execution. Let's, build some positive feed, for us to move forward with next week and the week after. So, again, because this is going to be one of the toughest teams we line up against this year.
Absolutely. So, with Cole Buckley out, looks like it's Drayden Payne out, split out. Looks like it's up the middle. Not much, but back to the line of scrimmage.
So Drayden Payne is in for Cole Buckley?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, he is. And
Sanchez on the carry, tackle made by Luke.
Yeah, the under PIAA rules, mercy rule goes into effect in the second half when one team goes ahead by 35 points or more. So we're not there yet. We're at 31, so I misspoke. But the handy-dandy Google here, make sure you
Chad Google.
get it figured out.
So another substitution. Looks like Toby Sanchez is not out there, and we have Caden Beatty in there for the Knights. Handoff to Carnes, and he's met in the backfield. Wow. And that is DeMar Trawick.
He barely caught that the handoff there. It was a quick pitch to the left-hand side for Caden Carnes, but man, he was swallowed up right off the get-go.
Sure was. That was a stick by that guy. Man. So now the Knights, third down and 18 from the 18. Maybe we'll say the 17. I'm not sure, but
4 wide.
So Hunter moving the wide outs around a little bit, takes a snap, a quick pass
there
to out.
There's those quick hitters that I'd like to see more of. Should have been caught, but you can't fault him. He took a lick.
Yeah, Xander Telez on the play there, a sophomore. Again, wow, young kids out there for those Hornets. So Fenningworth's going to punt.
And Krivas deep to receive for the Hornets.
Looks like Gabe Wright's doing the snapping.
He's done a great job of that this year. There hasn't been any. I don't want to jinx ourselves here, but
right.
any real bad snaps on the punts or
no.
One was a little high, but fielded well and a nice boot.
I mean, that's a kick.
Great hang time, good distance. Not bad coverage by Franklin. We had people down there ready to set up, and that was actually a clean play. No flags on the play. That's one of the first special teams plays with no flags.
Yes, it was. Wow. So maybe the Hornets are learning something here, huh?
Again, like you said, I'm sure they took a pretty good chewing at halftime there from their coach for the undisciplined football they were playing. So.
Yeah. Yep. So the Knights will be out there on defense again with 9:28 left in the third quarter. The Hornets are ahead 34-3 at the 45-yard line.
I made mention during the halftime show as well that Franklin is expected to get back most, if not all, of the folks that were missing the game tonight next week.
Yes.
Which will be the first time that we've had a full-blown starting roster. I mean, because Wyatt Bell's been out before even training camp. He's in heat acclimation this week, so should be cleared to go next week, which will be a big help to receiver corps because that kid's got wheels.
Oh, yeah.
And
he's got the speed.
Yeah, definitely a spunky, scrappy kid. So
on that play, Kennedy ran for about 7 yards. And number 3 out there, Aiden Folk, a freshman.
Aiden Folk, yeah.
Aiden Folk, yeah. We had him in the Orange Crush program. Great athlete.
Yeah, knew he was going to be something here.
Yep.
He's young in the program here, so.
Yes, he is. So, oh, wow,
hey,
nice
good
stick by Darius Graham.
Yeah.
So it looks like that's going to be a first down for the Hornets, but that.
Yeah, and it looks like Hickory's starting to sub in some people here. That
Yes.
wasn't their starting running
That was
back.
not Sean Kennedy, no. No. So the Knights are
still got starting QB in, but
starting quarterback. Some of those same linemen are in there. Maybe some different.
Switching out some running backs here.
Yep.
I don't know if it's just because they're up or if there was a kind of an injury there. But again, you don't want to. If I was the Hickory coach, I wouldn't be trying to put my guys in a situation.
Ooh.
Good
Sorry there,
shoestring
Coach.
tackle. No,
Yeah,
no,
it was.
by Tristan Books. Good shoestring tackle.
Yeah.
Neymar Traulick on the carry down to the Franklin 20.
Looks like we have a Hornet down, and just by the way he's sitting,
cramp.
We are, yep. The old cramp and the old calf. That that can make a lot of big muscular men look very small and weak. But it gets you, and I tell you what, it's amazing. These kids are staying hydrated. It's the first one we've had tonight.
That's true, and it was warm earlier.
Definitely was warm. The sun goes down, and the temperature goes as well. But looks like there's the Hornets trainers over there stretching out that calf to get it to stop cramping. So the Knights with 8:14 left in the third quarter, down 34-3. So it gives the Knights the time to refresh and get some water going. Looks like some of those guys that are playing both ways, you can see their hands starting to get to their hips often now, and this gives them a good break. And we'll see how this turns out, because this is where you can start building some things.
Yes.
I know that the 34-3 is a tough thing to come back from, but what you can do is build for next week.
You learn a lot about yourself here as well. I mean, the mental fortitude, physical toughness. Cream's going to rise to the top amongst your team. So
absolutely. So one thing we want to talk about tonight, Chad, is we have our senior spotlight.
Yeah.
And this week we talked to Jonah Heckathorn, who was our
Leonardo's player of the game last week.
Leonardo's player of the game. He ran for a touchdown.
What did he say, 52 yards? Not that he was counting. But,
yes, not that he was counting. But one thing that was interesting when we talked to him, now Jonah had not played the past couple years, and that was the first touchdown he's ever had in football. And
as a lineman.
Yeah, as a lineman. And those of you who don't know, Jonah was the
starting running back from 4th grade up through 9th, I believe.
Yeah, I definitely
starting
know.
Fullback. One of the
starting fullback. Yeah. Now I believe he said he was a lineman when he was in 4th, 5th, and 6th.
You're right.
But he was a running back as a freshman, and he just never got into the end zone. But boy, as a lineman, he really stepped up and got that ball. But we talked to Jonah. And let me just tell you that the Knights are on defense here. It's 2nd and 5 at the 15 for the Hornets, getting some momentum going. But back to Jonah Heckathorn, I just want to say that his goal for playing football is to become a better wrestler, and that looks like it might be a touchdown.
That one's coming back.
Yeah, that's another
hold.
Another hold for the Hornets. So, back to Jonah, he's a wrestler, and he's a wrestler at heart, because we talked to him, and his personal goal for the season for football is to get better for wrestling. Yeah. So, I mean, this is the conditioning. I mean, you can't get much better conditioning than going out here and playing football and going. I mean, he plays both ways, and he's an absolute monster leader in the weight room.
100%.
I mean, he is a mountain of muscle. I think. They call him Bona, but I think his nickname should be Hulk. I mean, that kid's got some major muscles popping out. And speaking of that, I was surprised. I don't know if you were, Chad, but when I asked him, anything that he does, that's kind of impressive to in the weight room, he can do 10 pull-ups.
With 50-pound weights.
With 50 pounds of weight, 50 pounds on him. Now, guys do weighted, pull-ups, but you don't think they're going to do 50 pounds, and he does 10 of them. That's amazing to me. And you and I both still try to work out when we can. But I'm thinking, my golly, I'm not sure I could do 10 pull-ups now,
right.
let alone with 50 pounds on me.
Yeah, throw 50. He's still not up to us yet.
Right.
Weight-wise, but
but
close.
boy, is he a tough kid.
Yeah.
And one thing that's great is his personal inspiration for football is Caden Carnes. He kind of inspired him to play.
To come back out, yeah.
To come back out and play football. And we asked him what kind of style he likes, and he said he loved Ray Lewis.
Yeah, wants to emulate that playing style,
Yeah.
which, hey, Ray
One of
was
the
a
best.
beast. Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
one
a Hall
of
of
the
Famer.
best.
He's got a gold jacket. So.
Yeah, exactly. So the Hornets have 3rd and 9 at the 19, back to pass. He's throwing deep, and looks like it's going to.
That's a catch.
Wow.
That is a nice catch.
That is wow. That is a catch. Wow, great play by the Hornets here.
Woods pass complete to Keenan Scullin for the Hornet touchdown.
Keenan Scullin with the touchdown. Wow, that was a beautiful play. That ball was out there, and if it was 4 inches longer, I don't know that he catches that.
An inch longer.
Yeah,
he barely reeled it in, but he made a heck of a play on the ball.
Heck of a play. So the Hornets are back with a point after. They're up 40-3.
In to attempt the extra point is Lucas Jones.
And the Lucas Jones is coming up here to kick for the Hornets. Snap is down, kick is up, and good. And that's another one that I'm telling you, Chad, that'd be good from 45 yards. Yeah, so one thing that was interesting about Jonah is, and one of the things we asked him, hey, what do you want to do when you're done with high school? And he, kind of wasn't super positive what he's going to do, but he was very upfront. And he's thought about becoming a police officer and maybe do a little criminal justice. But then he also talked about some kinesiology and being a personal trainer. Yeah. But, boy, when you're built like that, he's been in the weight room and knows the way around it, right?
Yep. No, I think he'd be successful at either one.
Yeah.
no doubt in my mind with him. So
yeah, and he's just focused. Whenever he puts his mind to something, that he's going to do it.
Yeah, he was. He's had a heck of a week. He was our player of the week last week. So started off with that. He scored that touchdown. Also got named the Franklin Student of the Week.
Student of the Week.
Yeah. So great opening week of school.
That's been a heck of a week for Jonah.
For Jonah,
My word, yeah.
The most interesting thing about Jonah in the talks that we had that I really enjoyed, and we alluded to it earlier in the game, was the reason that Hunter Russell was going to be a wrestler was because he made an agreement with Jonah Heckathorn that if he wrestles, Jonah has to come out and play football. Jonah and Caden Carnes come back and play football, and they've lived up to their word.
They have. Kudos to them. Sometimes kids just try and, hey, you need to play football and just, argue. But they made a deal, and those guys stuck by their deal. So that's something to be said for these kids.
A little trickery, but it's going wrong quickly.
Yeah, it looks like
Drayden. I think Drayden Payne, or no, is that Books? Tristan Books, yeah.
Yeah, Books.
He's a
little frustrated back there. So they blew the whistle. Looks like he's down somewhere around the 1 or the 2 yard line.
Not a great start. There is a penalty on the field. We got a player down too with a cramp.
Oh, here we go. Yikes.
Becky Barnes out there stretching out. I can't tell who's down. They're kind of blocking the view here.
Yeah, it looks like, that's going to happen early in the season, late in the game. It's only third quarter, but it's been a long game so far for the Knights and the Hornets.
That's Alex Weibel, number 90, seems to be cramping up down there, and he's been going both ways too all night. Which again, filling in for senior Drew Wilkinson, who's battling an injury that hopes to come back next week.
Yep. So
I even see down on the sidelines, Drew stretching out a guy on the field. Looks to be cramping up on the sidelines. That Darius?
I believe that's Darius Graham.
Yeah.
So we got
Drew's doing a little athletic training on the sideline.
There we go. So Weibel's walking off. Big Al's on his own feet, doing well. So we're glad to see that because we don't want to see anybody down and out for the Knights.
I would assume now with the score 41-3 that the clock will continue to run on the snap here and not stop for the rest of the game. So
yeah, yep, it's something that to keep an eye on because like I said, with the number of kids we have, with a JV game tomorrow morning, you really can't play the JV
kids tonight, yeah,
right, because they have to play again tomorrow morning. So it's a quick turnaround for some of these guys. And let's face it, when you have the numbers we do, which are better, but they're not to the size that you want, some of these kids that are playing tonight are going to have to play some JV. So there goes
Toby.
Looks like Toby's back in the game.
Got a yard or two, just barely getting out of the end zone.
Yep.
Tobias Sanchez.
So we have number 6 entered the game at tight end for Big Al, who's being stretched out currently.
That's Landon Lynch. Looks like another timeout. Someone's down for the Hornets.
Yeah, that looks to be a cramp.
Well, he's got a leg up in the air. That's only one thing. Yeah,
he's got a teammate stretching him out until the training staff can get out on the field. So,
yeah, it looks like
these boys need some bananas.
Some bananas and some Gatorade. Yeah, the old pre-hydrate.
Yeah,
not just hydrate.
Maybe some pickle juice.
Good point.
Listen,
that's become popular.
It is. It is.
Sure.
Yeah.
A little salt to retain some water, some fluids in you.
Yeah.
So.
Yep, that works. So with 4:15 left in the third quarter, the Knights are down 41-3. Coaches are out there just trying to. I think right about now you just pep talk them and encouragement. You're not yelling at anybody for anything right now. I think it's just a matter of getting them mentally ready to go out and play the next play.
Yeah, no, screaming and yelling isn't going to help a mindset at this point, being down with what you are. So
Right. Yeah, so kudos to this coaching staff. They've put in a lot of work, and they know there's a lot more work to be done. But sometimes you got to fight your own emotions as a coach to not want to just yell and because if it's something you've discussed before with your team and it might be a mental mistake, but they're physically exhausted and they're breaking down mentally as well.
Yeah, they're not playing undisciplined football. I mean, they're not making any stupid penalties. Oh, Cade Carnes, nice run up the middle.
Nice,
tough
run by
short of
Carnes.
the first down.
Great run by Carnes. That he's a low center of gravity guy, and he's tough.
Yeah,
that wrestler mentality. You gotta love that.
He ran a little bit upright on that play. I'd like to see him get a little lower. Or he might get the old head clean.
Yeah, you gotta watch those. So it looks like it's gonna be about 3rd and maybe 4. I don't know.
It'll be 3rd and 4.
Yep.
Yeah, so 3rd and 4 for the Knights. If we can get out of this hole here, that you're pinned back and you want to get out of there.
Yeah, the playbook's not really open at this point.
No. So it looks like there's Toby and is that Jonah in the backfield with him?
Yes.
Okay, so Hunter takes a snap.
Nope, Caden Carnes.
That is Carnes.
Same play to the other side, and he got. Ooh, that's going to be close.
That's a tight one.
Good, tough run. Chicken wing.
Oh, Chicken Wing ran over somebody.
Old Earl.
Yeah.
We asked him why he called Earl. I guess Earl's his middle name.
Yeah.
We used to call him Chicken Wing from back in the elementary football because
the old Orange Crush days.
We're old school ourselves, so we taught him to throw a chicken wing. That little flipper right forearm into somebody, and he did it.
He would lay him
to
out
a T.
He did.
back in those days. So he earned the nickname Chicken Wing. So
great kid, just a great mentality. He works hard. But also, he can goof around with the best of them. We know that.
Twins left for the Knights. Looks like, is that Dallas Ross and Drayden Payne out there?
I believe so. So it looks like it's Toby with the handoff up the middle for some tough yards there. Get a yard or two. That's where the big guys up front and they start to wear down, and hopefully the Knights can push back those Hornets a little bit. It was a nice play there by Toby to get some tough yards, and the guy, somebody from Hickory, helped him up. And with as many personal fouls we've seen in this game, it's nice to see some of that.
I haven't seen a lot of the sportsmanship going on out there tonight.
Right. So maybe somebody did get their what chewed on. Yeah. So again, we have 2nd and 9.
I see Spicoli putting the gloves on.
12.
Is he coming back in the game?
Well, listen.
He's got the pads on, just put his gloves on.
I like what I see. Maybe he's past whatever questions they were having with him. So Hunter takes a QB keep.
Just got tripped up.
Yeah, good. They're in the backfield.
Yeah, the pressure's there.
Yeah, it was a good play.
Tellez on the tackle.
Tellez on the tackle, so it's a loss of only 3. Looks like so they're going to be back about like 3rd and 12. Oh, they're going to call it 3rd and 13. So the Knights, you're back here. You cannot do. We don't want to talk about it, but the unthinkable now is a pick.
Yeah,
6.
no, don't turn the ball over right here.
Right.
Let Fenningworth boot it out there about 40, 50 yards and give you some field to defend.
Yeah.
Because right now we give the ball up here,
Yep. Yeah. No.
Won't be good.
No. You got single coverage out there on Drayden Payne. He's a heck of an athlete himself, so he might be able to exploit something out there soon.
Yeah, twin brother that would have played this year as well, but suffered a pretty big knee injury in basketball season.
Yeah,
we would like to have him. Hunter just got the ball outside of the end zone.
Yeah, that's a tough one there.
We're going to be back. Fenningworth will have his plant leg pinned against the back of the goal line here.
Well, I guess
bounds line.
The good part is that he's used
to it. Yeah,
that's not a great thing for the Knights, but it's a good thing for Fenningworth that he's used to the pressure back there. So, yeah, it's 4th and 22, so it's not quite half a mile, but by golly, we're getting close. So the Knights, looks like it's again. Okay. Yeah, you got to watch that back foot, right?
No, he's pinned right against it.
Yeah. So Gabe Wright with the snap here.
It don't look like Hickory's going to come after it too much.
No. Nice snap.
Good boot.
Nice kick. Oh, a fumble on. He dropped it a little bit. All right, so here we go.
Oh,
great
big hit
football
there.
Hit down there. Okay, so he ran out.
Down. Somebody's down. Franklin. Net at 20 yards on that punt. He was able to return it clear back out to the 20.
He had some
there was
room
some good
there.
blocking by Hickory on that. You saw some bodies flying there a little bit. So I'm not sure who's down right now.
Yeah, I can't see with Becky, but hopefully she pulls that foot up and maybe it's just a cramp. That's what you. Those are manageable little soft tissue injuries. Those aren't too bad to handle, right?
Yeah, it doesn't look like a cramp. Might be an ankle. Not sure.
Yeah. So kudos to Becky. She's got a work cut out here with these boys. I mean, there's a lot of issues to deal with, with these football players, and she does a great job of getting them ready and keeping them.
6. Is that Lynch?
I believe that
Landon
is
Lynch.
Lynch. Yeah. So he's looks like he does not putting any weight on there, but hopefully Lynch will be all right. He's a good athlete. He's a great kid. I know he's been playing on the program for quite some time. I believe he started in 4th grade and played with there used to be 2 teams. It was a green and the orange, gold.
Yeah.
Yes, gold was the other team, and Lynch was a gold player, and he's stuck with the program and good kid. So.
Yeah, again, let's hope it's nothing serious because, again, the big takeaway I had from today is survive.
Yes.
Minimize the damage. And again, if we got, 5 or 6 starters already out of the lineup, and you got the backups filling in valiantly.
Yep.
But again, that's a JV person missing tomorrow.
I believe
can't take too many more of those. So
yeah, I believe Lynch is the starting tight end for the JV team. So hope it's nothing serious and he gets it.
A couple missed tackles, but they're getting pressure up there.
They are getting pressure.
Ty Holland on the carry down to the 14.
Any update on when your middle son returns to action?
So Sam Weimer, my middle one, is a sophomore. He had a dislocated kneecap, and so they originally said there's a little bit of a tear on something, but there's no surgery needed. And the original diagnosis was 4 weeks. He's working with Becky every day, and he has his routine of exercises. So the doctor said that he should be back in 4 weeks. So hopefully
we're 2 weeks in now, right?
Yeah, we're 2 weeks in now, so he should be about halfway through.
Good.
Yeah, so he's hoping to. He works pretty hard, and he's hoping to get some action again, and get back into it because he loves the game.
Yeah, no, definitely a miss because had he been out there tonight, I'm sure he'd have got a lot of action, with I know he's plays similar positions to my oldest, to Drew. I think he would have played a lot on the defensive end and probably a little at tight end as well. I know that was something he was striving to be this year.
Yeah, he was striving to be a tight end, but actually, he
was
earlier. They had him as a guard.
Yeah,
and so we'll see how that goes. I think one thing that's nice for him is he has the ability to block really well. And then from there, I think he wants to grow into the tight end position. So we'll see. I mean, Drew's got some big shoes to fill. And I know Al Weibel's a good tight end. So the tight end position's deep and strong for the Knights. And so I think, we just got to make sure that we get the ability to get the ball to the tight end. So the Knights are running down there, getting lined up. See what we can do here.
This starts the fourth quarter, switching at sides of the field.
So go out. Oh, great pursuit there.
Al's coming up lame. Looked like he might have tweaked a hammy.
Hammy, yeah.
And
Hopefully
again,
I think that's he had a cramp earlier.
Okay.
And that's, yeah. So around the outside, looks like Kennedy may have, I don't think he quite got that first down.
No.
So Books on the tackle.
Is that a Franklin player? No, that's a Hickory player down.
Yeah.
No, it's a Franklin player getting stretched out. Another cramp.
Another cramp. Looks like it might be Books, actually.
Has he got one green shoe?
Yeah, he
I can't see the foot in the air.
That's how we can tell. We go by the shoes, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you got one shoe that's orange and one's green. I don't know. Some wild colors on these
everybody.
on these feet.
This is turning out to be quite the game. Hard hitting, very just. And I tell you what, this is the epitome of what high school football is all about. One thing that I've noticed throughout this entire game, I can honestly say, Hickory has been hard hitting. They've been fast. They've won the battle in the trenches. I mean, I feel for our boys out there. I know our boys are giving their best effort. They're clawing, they're fighting, they're doing their best. But right now, Hickory's just winning the battle in the trenches. But I do like the attitude that Franklin is showing right now. Our boys are showing out there. They're not giving up. They're not backing down. They're not losing faith. They're staying strong. They're standing up to the Goliath. I guess you could say they're David against Goliath right now.
That's a good analogy.
And they're looking the Goliath in the face. They're not backing down from it. So, yeah, I got to say, I really do feel for our boys tonight. This has been a tough game, and I know that they're giving it their all out there. So, back to you guys.
All right.
Thanks, Will. Appreciate it.
Down there on the sidelines. Okay.
Keep.
Oh, keeper at the outside. He cuts it up and looks like he's
in.
Gonna get in for that touchdown.
Logan Woods.
Good athletic play.
That was. Yeah. He saw that cutback.
He read it. Read it perfectly.
Yep. That's a tough one for the Knights to take, but kudos to them for a nice play, and it's gonna bring out the kicker again, Mr. Jones. Lucas Jones, the junior, on for the extra point.
Jones in to attempt the extra point.
And the snap is down, and it's good. Another solid kick.
Yep.
And the kick is good.
That one may be in Sharon right now.
I believe so.
Yeah, no, the kid's got a leg, no doubt about it.
We have some of the best kickers we've seen in a long time here tonight.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, we see Fenningworth all the time, and I'll be honest, there's not a whole lot of times there's anybody that's even close to him.
That's true.
And, I'm not going to say who's better, but I tell you what, they're right in the same category.
I mean, there's a lot of teams that don't even try for one.
No.
They just go for two because they don't have a kicker that's able or willing.
Yeah.
So.
Yep. And it's not something that you can just pick up and say, oh, yeah, I can do that. That's something that you have to practice diligently and also most of the time it's a soccer player that has a good leg on him.
That's true.
Yeah, and I know Fenningworth is quite the soccer player. So the Knights will receive, and it looks like it's Aiden Folk back there, number 3, in the bright orange shoes.
Yeah, joined by Hunter Marsteller, and did I see number 62?
I believe so.
I'm not sure who that is. Terrence Loggins, number 62.
Big T.
Yeah.
Deep to receive the kick.
I'm not sure. I don't think that's
3,
Terrence.
Aiden Fox.
So looks like it's
a little squib kick. Whoever's wearing 62 picked it up and took a good little lick.
Sure did.
Down about the 10-yard line.
Oh.
We've got 62 on our roster.
Loggins on the return.
Yeah, I don't think that's
that's definitely not him. When I look at the size here.
No, Big T's.
Yeah,
he's a big boy. So the Knights will be back down there again. Looks like it's going to be 1st and 10 at about the. Geez, that's so far away. About the 10, maybe the 12.
Yeah. 48-3. Clock shouldn't stop here. It'd be nice, Franklin, again, build something positive, get a couple first downs here, and work your way out. I see Hunter Marsteller still in at Q. And again, most of our starting line is in, and everybody that's not injured is pretty much in at this point. So, again, luckily, none of the injuries look too severe that we've sustained here. So.
Okay, loss of 1, so it's going to be 2nd and 11. The Knights trying to gain something here to end this game. You know, you gotta try and end on a positive note so you can kind of hang your hat on something. So let's see what we can get here.
See Jason Carey seems to be hobbled on the sidelines.
Oh, that's
backup QB.
That's our JV quarterback.
Yeah.
Had a great game. The JV team beat Titusville this past week.
Yeah, big come from behind victory for them.
It was. They were down, not sure the exact scores, 20-something to
3, I believe, and they came back and won.
Yeah, so that's a tough victory for them. So let's see. So the Knights take a timeout with 9:56 left in the game.
Hey, they're doing a full-out swap. Yeah.
Yep. So good job by the starters. I mean, they did a lot of good things tonight. It's not just a straight wash and nothing to build on. There's some positive things that happened out there.
Yeah, I mean, again, I think most people would have thought that Hickory was going to hang 50 on you, probably.
Sure.
And again, Franklin had its moments. The second quarter was ours, except for the last 30 seconds of the second quarter.
Yeah.
And I thought they played some good, sound football. They executed on some plays, had a few defensive stops.
They did. They did.
Forcing the punts.
Yeah.
And, a hard-fought second quarter.
Yeah.
And just came out, after halftime and just got pinned deep and couldn't win the field position battle the rest of the game.
No, and kudos to the Hornets. They have a very athletic. Their skill position guys are just monsters. They're tough, and so I will say that the Knights did some good things on that front line. I mean, I know Hunter was running for his life, but some of those times it looked like it was a sack coverage. So
correct.
So there's some positives on the line, and that's what you have to take away from a game like this.
Again, Franklin's young on the line. We have one senior on the line, which would be Matt, and the rest are juniors and sophomores. So
that's tough when you're 18 years old and a senior.
Big difference between a 15-year-old.
My word.
Yeah.
My word. Yeah. Yep. Big difference there. So kudos to the Knights.
Going double.
3rd and 14.
Double wide here to the left. Pitch out. Not sure who that was running the ball around the outside.
Beatty? I believe that's young Beatty.
That is Beatty. Yep, little Beatty, 32.
Yep, nice run to the outside. Looks like he lost a yard.
4th and 14.
So
Fenningworth.
Bring in Fenningworth. Yeah.
He won't be clean against the out of bounds line, but pretty close.
Back darn close. Yeah.
Maybe we'll see a good 60-yard boot here. He'll have a little bit of time, a leg to get into it. That's not even Fenningworth back to kick, I don't believe.
It's worse the darn far.
No, it is. Yeah, we're pretty far away.
Good. Yeah.
The number looked like 4 there for a minute, but I knew that was Sanchez. So good high kick, Fenningworth.
Nice kick.
Out to about the 45.
Oof.
Good stick.
Okay, so the Hornets get the ball back, and they bring it back to about the
25,
the
roughly.
25-yard line. Yeah. So not again. When we said "oof," I mean there was a stick out there.
They're still laying the wood.
They are
for sure.
Yeah, that was Caden Beatty was in on that. And,
yeah.
I mean he's a tough kid. He got hit and he's still out there. He's saying, "All right, let's go."
Yep. That reminded me of back to our senior spotlight. That was. What Jonah enjoyed the most about playing football was bringing the pain.
Bringing the pain.
He said he enjoyed hitting people.
He does. and that's a mentality
Rustler's
thing.
mentality, for sure.
Yep. I don't think he's trying to injure anybody.
No.
He's just wanting them to know old Hulk just laid the smash.
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, yeah. So the Knights on defense, looks like it's most of their second-string defense out there as well.
Yep.
So this will be a nice
warm-up for the JV team tomorrow morning.
Absolutely.
I would assume a lot of the folks they're playing against right now out there on the field are going to be playing against them tomorrow too. Yeah.
And it looks like he just took that one outside and took it to the house.
Yep.
Jamal Calhoun in for the
They just announced this Jamal Calhoun. So nice run. It looks like he is a 5'8" freshman running back.
He's got wheels.
Yes, he does.
He hit that outside edge and was gone.
Yeah. That's something that you can't really teach, speed.
Very true.
You either have it or you wish you had it.
As evident by the state championship track teams they have here at Hickory, I think there's some speed.
Yeah. You look at they got a board on the way out by the entrance that it's got a lot of accolades on it for their track team for sure.
Absolutely. Schools dream of this. And if you remember back a few years ago, I guess it'd be 3 years ago now, Hickory, the boys here had a tremendous run. They won District 10 at football, and the kick is up and good. So they won District 10 at football, boys basketball, and baseball. And I would assume they probably had a strong run with their track team. I mean, that's just what they do. I mean, so, they really, give all they got, and they have support, by the facilities here are beautiful, and, the kids, they try, and they go after it, and, they've been successful here, that's for sure.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I know we're here in the spring with the track season. My son throws for the track team, and they've got some big boys throwing. They've got some speedsters out here. I mean, they
sure do.
They were lighting this track up.
Yeah.
Speaking of track, when we go live next week, you're going to see the new Franklin turf and track.
Yes.
Put a lot of money into our compound this year. So it's going to be a nice change for us to finally get a home game, and you'll get to see all of our new stuff live, hopefully, next Friday night. We got General McLean.
Yeah, that should be a good one. That should be a very interesting
McLean's
game.
normally always a tough team. I don't know a lot about them this year. I haven't done a lot of research yet, but I'm certain they always put out a competitive squad.
Yes, they do.
Absolutely. And the thing is with the Knights is home opener, and that the stands will be crowded. So hopefully people get there early and get a good seat.
Misplayed kick, and it'll be a touchback, luckily.
As evidenced by the, as far as how you guys Franklin, how we travel, it's
still
so
good,
impressive.
Good crowd here tonight.
Absolutely.
Great crowd here.
Yeah. It's nice to see because, without fans and without parents, it's just not a successful program. And right now we're not successful in the win and loss column, but I think I would say this is a successful program because they're gaining kids.
They are.
Yeah.
And they're gaining momentum, and that's something to build on.
And that's what Coach Turk said during the interview today, that he's really, really excited about this program and where it's going to go in the next couple years. He said the ninth, he has some the feeder system's coming. They're slowly developing their JV program.
Yeah.
It got a lot of involvement from the community, too. We did a lot of fundraising in the offseason this year.
Yes.
A lot of kids raised a lot of money, went to a linebacker university down in North Carolina.
Yeah.
Wow.
To learn down there with some, not one-on-one training, but some very individualized training, low numbers to a high count of trainers. But also did a lot of team building stuff in the offseason, just for fun. So I think, and Coach Turk's alluded to it, this has been the best locker room he's coached.
Yeah.
As far as the team.
The chemistry.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. No, and actually, I know this for a fact. My youngest son, Jack, plays on the junior high team, which is just 7th and 8th grade for us. And they actually didn't have enough helmets. And they had to get more helmets. So when you're, running out of equipment, that means you got good participation. And that'll eventually lead to some great times on the football field.
Number 43 with a nice run up the inside. Only gained 2 yards. Look a little further than that, but that's Jacob Balsamo.
Nice.
Yeah, it looked like a good run. Good hole. I saw the hole develop, and he quickly hit it. But again, even the backups for Hickory are ball hawks. They're swarming.
Yeah. So we have 2nd and 8 for the Knights at the 22-yard line with 7 minutes left in the game. A little QB keep by Aiden Folk.
Oh yeah, I tell you what, that kid's got wheels. That was a quick hitter.
Yeah. I know from inside information from Matty Ice.
Okay.
Folk is one of the top 5 speediest guys on the team.
I believe that.
And he's a freshman.
Fantastic.
Yeah. What's funny, I always think of freshmen. I'm like, oh, is that a true freshman? Well, it's high school, so I guess they're all true freshmen. Yeah. It's not college here, but
red shirt every now and again.
There's no red shirts.
No. There's been known to be a few
red shirts.
Few red shirts seasons for some folks.
That's right.
It happens.
So 3rd and 7 for the Knights. A handoff. Can't quite make out who Folk handed that to. A short gain up to on the right side, and looks like
4th down. Gonna punt, I'm assuming. Yep. Fenningworth back to punt.
Yep.
Again, clock is running. It's not gonna stop for anything.
No, and that's a good thing. Sometimes these games can get really late at night, and let's face it, we're only in Hermitage, but sometimes we're going to be playing up in Erie, and you're going to have kids that are traveling an hour home tonight.
Sure.
Might not get home till 1 o'clock, and hey, they got to be back at the field probably. Game tomorrow, you might have to be up there at 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, and you need to rehydrate. Great kick.
Yeah, that was a really good kick.
My God.
Fielded clean off of one bounce by number 16.
Folk.
Good tackle by Aiden Folk, yeah.
Nice play.
Number 15 on the tackle as well. And that would be Devin Umstead.
Not a boy, Umstead. Getting out there. It's nice that some of those guys that haven't had a whole lot of, they haven't used the pads since practice. And, once the game starts, you don't want to hit too much, so they finally get to lay the wood on somebody.
That's right.
Yeah.
Different colored jersey.
Absolutely. So the Knights will be on defense here, seeing what they can muster up. Maybe get a little turnover. We haven't seen a lot of turnovers tonight.
No. Couple fumbles here and there. Franklin, I think, was guilty of one fumble and an interception. But, Hickory did fumble, but they recovered on their own. So
shoot, maybe we were spoiled last week when we saw, the Fumbleowskis here with Titusville and Franklin. I think there was probably about 7 or 8.
Combined, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, so the Knights on defense here with a 4-3. The Hornets are lining up. Looks like they got their backup quarterback.
Trips right. So
that's just the formation they run. They're calling. I think they're calling timeout.
Yeah, a lot of confusion out
there.
There
was. Yeah, I think they had too many guys lined up on the line. Somebody had
I even think Franklin was a little confused on defense with their alignment. So it's probably good that a timeout was called.
Yeah, somebody's got to call that. Yeah, somebody say, "Oh, wait, we're not sure here yet," but that's good. So the Knights will be, 5 minutes left in the game over here in Hermitage, Pennsylvania. Yeah, so the Knights rehydrating here and getting those boys back out there on the line. Boy, you should, if you can't hear it, the Hickory band is over there. They're loving life right now. They're just going crazy, and that's some good times and good memories for those Hornets. Oh, a speedster to the outside. My word, is that guy moving. That's number 10 again, and Folk catches him. But I'm telling you what, Tylon Cousin, a junior, I mean, he took that ball and somebody shot him out of a rocket. He was just gone.
Wow, yeah. No, they got some depth at running back, both juniors. Starting running back and in the backup that's a 1-2 combination because the starter is, a fire plug. With wheels, but also a bruiser.
My golly.
And then you bring this change of pace back in here that can just flat out fly.
He's a speedster. Probably one of those track athletes,
Yeah, his name might be on that board down here.
Right. Yeah, so we got 1st and 10 at the 14 for the Hornets to see if they can, looks like a little.
Keep around the outside edge. And it's going to be close.
Yeah.
Touchdown.
They called it a touchdown. Okay.
So we've got a Franklin player shaking up. That's Dallas Ross, number 14.
Oh, D. Ross.
That's a scrappy kid right there.
That is one tough kid.
We've had him in the program since 4th grade as well. And if I could put his heart and desire in every player I've ever coached,
I think we'd have an undefeated team, my friend.
Yeah, and he's a skinny, scrappy, another rustler.
Yes.
But
yes,
man, I always use the pound for pound. He doesn't weigh but 90 pounds soaking wet, but them 90 pounds are 90 pounds of scrappiness.
Yes. And the thing is with him, you never have to worry about him not paying attention in practice, anything. He is a coach's dream.
Oh, super coachable kid.
Absolutely.
I want to give him credit. The program's got him listed at 120 pounds.
I
know he does wrestle one of the lightest weights.
I think he must have had a 20-pound dumbbell in his pocket when he did that one.
I think they might have weighed him with his equipment on.
Listen, that's what he's running down the field. Some of these guys, they might be listed at 200, but when they have the pads on, they're running down the field at 210.
Oh, easily.
All right, D. Ross, yeah. And if you believe that, I got some swampland I'll sell you down in Florida, right? Yeagers. Okay.
Oh.
Gotta love this stuff here.
Yep, absolutely.
So the Knights are down 62-3.
We're winding down here.
We are, and I tell you what, the score, it's not
indicative of the game that was played tonight.
No.
Again, Franklin battled and clawed and battled and just they were outmatched, out executed. Franklin had a good game plan coming into this game. I went to a couple practices and listened to what their game plan was, and it was a legit game plan. It was a smart game plan, but just we got out executed.
Yep.
So
you'll have that. I mean, you're not gonna, come in and say, let's run this and everything just work out. I mean, it's just there's a lot of the variables when you have that many kids on the team. Folk takes a lick.
Yeah, he's another one. True speedster, but he needs to get low.
Yes, he can't run upright.
Came into that one a little too upright, and
whatever
clothesline pretty much. So.
He did, yeah. So the Knights will be back out there on offense here, and it looks like I think Folk went over to talk to the coach and get some plays. So it looks like he's going to be calling the plays here at quarterback. as I said before, a freshman. So he's listed at 5'11", 135 pounds. Chad, that's your left leg.
Yeah, I'd have thought he'd have been a little heavier than 135, but
he didn't get weighed with his pads on.
No.
So the Knights with 3 minutes left. There's a tough run.
No, number 24 kicking it to the outside.
Looks like that's Gary
Kaselka.
on the carry.
Okay.
I think the first time we've seen him with the ball tonight.
Michael Reardon on the stop for the Hornets.
So the Knights didn't. I believe they got a yard or two there.
Oh,
they
yeah,
gave him two.
yeah,
Okay.
gave him two.
Yeah, good. So with a tough run like that, that just shows that your young offensive line is they're up there
They're
battling.
gamers. Yeah, they're game.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. You look at that line. There's some size there, buddy.
Oh yeah, no, promising future for the Knights. You know, if they can keep the numbers up, keep everybody disciplined. That looks like a broken play.
It does.
Takes it around the
takes
outside.
outside.
But
Ain't gonna get a
5
couple
yards,
right?
maybe?
Yeah, that's another thing that when you have an athletic quarterback. I mean, Hunter's a great example, but Folk he's as athletic as they're going to come, and by golly, if that play breaks down, he can tuck it, and smart play by him. There's no reason with 2 minutes left in the game to take a stick. Just get out of bounds.
Yeah, get out of bounds.
Yeah,
again,
you're gaining nothing by getting hit there. So smart play by Folk. Coming back, it's 3rd and 6 for the Knights at the 32-yard line.
Running out of the power I still.
Yeah. Looks like it's
QQ. Oh, yeah. Smart play.
There
by
we
him.
go.
I think it's going to be close.
Yeah.
Going to be close. Maybe a little short.
Nice blocking out front there.
Yeah.
It's a great play, and I think the Knights are going to get that first down.
Very good. I tell you, that's a great play with Folk around the outside. I mean, because that happens now. I mean, that fast.
Yep.
He's there on the edge. So
that's something that as you build chemistry, you have to get. If you're a lineman or a pulling guard or somebody that's trapping, or getting out there, you better get.
Yeah.
You better get on your way because Folk is not. He's not waiting for anybody.
You're gonna have cleat marks up your back.
So 1st and 10. Handoff up the middle. Look.
24 again. Yeah, nowhere to go on that one.
Nope. Looks like he made through that. Well, there was a couple guys that the line just kind of.
Yeah, it was meant to go inside, and as soon as he got the ball, he stutter stepped because the hole was not there, and he tried to bounce it out, and there was nothing.
Yeah.
Took a 3-yard loss on the play.
Yeah. So the Knights with 2nd and 13.
This will probably be the last play of the game.
Yeah, one last play here for the Knights. Close out this week 2.
Let's end on a positive note here, boys. Positive yardage.
Yeah, let's get that ball and go ahead here. Get a couple yards or so. Folk.
I kind of like to see him on cork one right now. He got the 2 gloves like Kenny Pickett from the Steelers. Quick pitch to the outside, well read.
Yeah, they were ready for that ball.
That's going to do it.
That is it for week 2 for the Franklin Knights. A tough one. A tough opponent as well. I mean, this isn't just that's a tough game. It's with a final score of 62-3.
Wow.
Yeah, again, not indicative of the game that was actually played, but hats off to Hickory. Yeah, you're a fine ball club.
Yes, they are, and they're going to contend for a District 10 title, I would think, and maybe deep run into the state playoffs
For sure.
As Chad and I were talking earlier. Welcome to the postgame show, the Franklin Knight postgame show. I'm Corey Newcomb. I again want to just apologize for our audience out there that has to wait for this for on demand. We apologize. Some technical difficulties. But nevertheless, we were able to watch a great game here. It wasn't a great game as far as what the score, but I think, Coach Turk can take this and be able to say, hey, guys, we can come. We just faced an incredible opponent. Might not face an opponent this good, and we can only go, from here. We can only go up from here. So
Yeah, the old adage, iron sharpens iron. I know we mentioned it before, but
that's the truth.
If we could walk away with limited injuries, limited casualties,
yes,
and learn a few things about ourselves and our program, that's a win as far as that goes. I mean, we know we're in rebuilding mode and and have been for a couple seasons now, and again, these kids come out here and fought. So my hat's off to the Knights. They battled strong. I mean, they gave it their all. I saw nobody laying down out here. So
nope. Something to be proud of. If you're a Knight, you can hold your head high here tonight.
Well, gentlemen, yeah, absolutely. I would agree wholeheartedly with that. And gentlemen, we're gonna pick our Leonardo's player of the game. We're gonna take a couple commercial breaks here to pay the bills, of course, and thank all our sponsors that have proudly sponsored Franklin Knight football this year. So we will be back right after this.
When I watched my first game, I was really pumped about it. And I was like, I want to try that out. So I started in flag football. I was like, okay, I was doing pretty good.
My uncle got me interested in football when I used to come to his games and watch him play.
At a young age, I just loved the sport. I loved watching it, loved everything about it. So my dad convinced me to try it, and I've loved it ever since.
For me, it means hard work and one mistake, get up and redo it. Don't give up. Keep trying until you get it right.
It's meant a lot. I've learned a lot of stuff from the coaches, and Franklin coaches gave me a lot of information on what to do and how to get a lot better.
I've made friends for life, for sure. I actually consider them family. I know I'll be successful in life because I built a strong foundation with my work ethic and determination. It just unifies everybody, honestly brings everybody together. You come here, you sit in the stadium during a Friday night game, and it's just everyone's one school, everyone's one family.
Quality, safety, and innovation. That's Toyota. Hi, I'm Bruce Sigworth here at Allegheny Toyota in Franklin. Now let's talk resale value. Toyota consistently ranks in the top 10 in resale value, and 3 of our vehicles rank in the top 5 according to KBB.com. That research shows 4Runner, Tundra, and Tacoma maintaining a 60% or higher retail value over a 5-year period. That means you could get thousands of dollars more for your Toyota than any other brand.
We're Allegheny Toyota in Franklin. Go Knights.
Welcome back to Franklin Knight Football on Stream Television. You're with Corey, Chad, Ryan at this post-game show. We had a deep discussion on the player of the game. You guys want to reveal the Leonardo's player of the game?
Yeah, I mean, I think we both just sat down and looked at each other and were like, yeah, I mean, kudos to a lot of players out there tonight, but Nathan Fenningworth, I mean, he stood out to all of us as the player of the game.
Yeah, he was making tackles.
Yes.
He put us in the field position battle. I mean, we didn't win it all night, but he got us out of the end zone a lot. And his kickoffs were deep. Again, he was making tackles on the kickoffs. Punts were great. I think he was averaging 40, 50 yards of hang time on those punts. But, the net wasn't quite as good with the returns. But
that's not on him.
No. And you got to give him the head nod tonight because he was – the one true shining moment that Franklin had a few, but Nate's great at what he does, and it showed tonight. Yeah, because had we not had a kicker, I mean, we'd have had a goose egg up on the board, and had we not had a great punter, it could have been a lot worse.
A lot worse, exactly.
Yeah.
And special teams are a third of the game and usually undervalued.
Oh, absolutely.
So
absolutely,
I think Coach Turk is revealing another weapon in the arsenal.
Yeah, and last week when it was a field position battle with Titusville, he was the unsung hero because he was the person who was kicking these balls and going back and forth with Titusville, and so I mean that's the kicker's job, and it's one of those deals that you don't always appreciate the kicker until you don't have one. And, tonight he did more than just show up. I mean, we have one, but we have a great one. And hats off to Leonardo's player of the game, Nathan Fenningworth.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you. And thank you again to Leonardo's for providing the sponsorship and being our sponsor, our key sponsor for Player of the Game. I also wanted to thank some other sponsors, our French Creek Fall Safety, Franklin Industries, Cunningham of Edinburgh, Franklin Oil Region Credit Union, Griffin Phyllis Ford in Seneca, the Red and Black Club, Leonardo's Restaurant, thank you.
Good job.
Restaurant and Pizzeria, and at the Allegheny Toyota. Hey, I want to thank Ryan Weimer, play-by-play, Chad Wilkinson, lead analyst. Poor Will Haynes. We
feel bad for Will.
I know. I apologize. We had some technical difficulties with the wireless mic tonight, so we're going to reboot and go back to the drawing board and have everything ironed out next week. And of course, Mark Heim with our camera operator. We couldn't do it without you, Mark. Thanks, buddy.
Yes, sir.
He's an unsung hero. So, again, thank you.
Yeah.
Next week, we will be in Franklin. Thank goodness.
Yeah. Home, sweet home, baby.
Yeah, the friendly confines of Franklin Knights Stadium. We will be playing the General McLean Lancers. They are a formidable foe. They usually are in years past. So, yeah. Well, on behalf of Mark and Will, Chad, Ryan, and myself, Corey, I just want to say thank you guys again. Thank you so much to our sponsors. We couldn't do it without you. I just really wanted to say thank you again to Leonardo's for providing that. I know our players will be looking forward to that wonderful pizza. So
they'll be stoked. Yeah,
no doubt.
You got it. So you are watching Franklin Knight Football on Stream Television. Until next week, we will see you. Have a wonderful week. Hey, thanks, guys. Take care. God bless.
Go Knights.
Go Knights.
Go Knights.
Since 1901, Franklin Industries has been a leader in steel manufacturing in our region. We started our journey making steel rails for the railroad, and we're still going strong today. Franklin Industries now manufactures steel quality U-posts and T-posts right here in Franklin, Pennsylvania. We take pride in the strength and durability of our product, and we take pride in the strength of our Franklin Knights. We're proud to support our community and Franklin athletics. Go Knights from Franklin Industries.
Griffin Phyllis Ford in Seneca offers great customer service along with a legendary lineup of Ford vehicles like the F-150, the Escape, the Explorer, and now the Bronco. The Ford brand is defined by a stellar safety record, long-lasting dependability, and unmatched quality. Looking for used? We have those too. Visit our website to see our complete lineup at griffinphyllisford.com or stop in and test drive a Ford today at Griffin Phyllis Ford in Seneca.
At French Creek, American Made is at the core of our growth and success in manufacturing top quality fall arrest and rescue systems. Today, even though French Creek has transitioned into a much larger headquarters, the design, testing, and manufacturing operations proudly remain right here in Franklin. Our American Made jobs support our local community and small businesses that are part of where our workers live every day. This high bar for quality standards is the same bar and quality we expect out of our Franklin Knights. Good luck this season, Franklin, and go Knights from French Creek Fall Safety.
Over 40 years ago, Cunninghams of Edinburgh opened its doors in Northwest Pennsylvania. A small town, family-owned business committed to delivering the best possible car buying experience. Today, the next generation is proud to carry on that name and commitment. We are the tri-state area's only dealership offering a new and pre-owned lifetime engine warranty. Experience our helpful staff and worry-free vehicle ordering process.
We're committed to another 40 years of automotive excellence. Welcome to the family at Cunninghams of Edinburgh.
Thank you for watching Franklin Knight Football. Franklin Knight Football on Stream Television has been presented by French Creek Fall Safety, Franklin Industries, by Cunningham of Edinburgh, by Franklin Oil Region Credit Union, by Griffin Phyllis Ford in Seneca, by the Red and Black Club, by Leonardo's Restaurant and Pizzeria, and by Allegheny Toyota.
Thank you for watching Stream Sports presentation of Franklin Knight Sports on Stream TV.